I have no answers. None. Just thoroughly grateful it didn't go down in the middle of a fucking sponsored gig. Because, man, the sheer amount of sponsored gigs we get are so few and far between. And I'm starting to think it's me. It's fine. It's fine. The game was great. I think I tilted you guys funny. The game was great and we had a good time. I just can't believe all that shit went down right at the very end. That was so fucked. Welcome back. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, Sins. I just don't. It's so random. That's what kills me is just like, it doesn't have a rhyme or reason. I think it's here to, I think God sent this PC to challenge me. I think, I think this PC was sent here to see how far you could push Katie to the sharp objects. I don't know. It's crazy. It never stops. And I have that crash report program and it just says it's a graphics, either hardware or driver issue. Of which I have updated, I have reinstalled, I have anything you're thinking. I've probably done it. She's just old and tired. She's doing her best. Yeah, she's just an old, tired bitch. I think what I genuinely have to do is I have to get in the habit, I guess, of just turning my computers off at nighttime, which is really weird. I haven't done that for years and years and years. But the only thing that I can come up with is when she does that. Have I tried? Literally, yes. Anubis, we've done it on stream. It's so fucking mind-numbing. Yeah, so when it starts to crash, you all know, like, we hear the weird digital sound. That's the first sign that something's going on. And then I open my my task manager, and it says 98% of my memory is being used, but it's not Firefox. It's not a browser, and the computer crashes so fast that I fucking can't sort the list by the top thing using all the memory. So I can't figure out where the fuck the memory leak is actually coming from. And that's frustrating. Very frustrating. Did I miss the sacrificial goat? I love those. Not yet. Do you want to know a fun goat fact I learned, though? I learned that if male goats like you, they piss in their own mouth and then they spit it in your face. So... Yesterday was the first time I heard the noise that clearly. That's what it does to me every fucking time. It's really bad, and it gets really loud and very scary, and it just goes like, out of nowhere. Very frustrating. Pro move, I'll remember that, right? Same. That's how we flirt now, ladies. We're just gonna piss in our mouths and spit it on people. Good morning, Sarah. For personal reasons, I love you, but I love you too. Sick Day Part 2, the remix. Wait. Does that mean it comes out somewhere else? What's happening? There's a command line program you can use which runs in the background. It dumps out the memory and process status every 5 seconds and writes to a file. That sounds complicated. Yuck. Hey, girl, hey! Remix! I'm so sorry. That's comical, though. You made my eye leak. The upshot, that's a sex thing. After a crash, you look in the text file and see what's eating all the RAM before the crash. That sounds so complicated. I'll look into it. Because I got a program called What Crash, I think. What was it called? What? Who Crashed? Who Crashed? And that's running in the background right now, and I've been using that for a couple days. And what that does is when my computer crashes, I pop that up when I get the computer back up, and it tells me exactly the crash reason. And the crash file literally says graphics, driver, and or hardware. That's it. That's as far as it can tell. That's what's causing a crash. I don't know. She's just an old, tired bitch. She's real old. I can't complain. Like, she's doing... The fact that she runs as well as she does... I'll take it. She's doing all right. Homesick with AJ. I'm trying to make it fun and funky. You're a wonderful person. Dude, I mean, if we stayed homesick, my mom would make sure that we slept on the couch in the living room. We weren't allowed to go to our room because then she couldn't keep an eye on us. And every like 20 minutes, she would come over and go, "Are you sleeping? Do you feel better yet?" And you'd be like, "What? No." And she'd go, until you felt better. And then she'd be like, "Oh, good. Can you do something for me?" It was fucking, she's a fucking bitch. She's a fuck. To this day, it's why I have a really big problem if people, literally, if you're that type of person and you're out there like, "What do you mean, Katie?" If you're the type of person to go, "Are you awake?" I hope you get a Lego stuck under your foreskin. You're an asshole. That is what the fuck is wrong with you? So to this day, I like have these weird anxieties around napping and sleeping. I can't do it unless someone else in the room is sleeping. Like, I can't sleep around someone awake because, like, they might think I'm being lazy or something, and I start to have a panic attack about it. It's fucking evil and weird. So I love that you're making it fun and funky for your child so they don't feel bad that they got sick. You're amazing. I love that for you. Seriously, that's just so kind and thoughtful. I need to turn the light up. It's so dark in here today. Is it dark? And if you're wondering where the dogs are, yeah, I put them in jail. They annoyed me. I know. I keep my house really dark inside, though. I don't like the sunlights in my house. I'm laying in bed with AJ working on school stuff because despite taking the day off, I have shit to get done in meetings tomorrow. That sucks. I'm sorry. Boo. Guys, just a fun fact because I say it every time. I know. It's wild. AJ was born in stream. Isn't that crazy? Sarah's such a badass. She, and I quote, got bored during child labor, so thought she'd pop onto Twitch and say hi. Still flabbergasted. Still incredible to me. Good morning, Peach. How are you, love? Oh, you reminded me. Thank you, Anubis. I've actually been taking vitamin D this winter. I've been taking vitamin D whenever I remember, pretty much every day. Trying to fight those SADs off. For personal reasons, you asshole. Sarah sent me a TikTok or a Insta this morning. It was a reel or whatever, and it was literally just like, it just had a cute pigeon, and it was like, what if I stopped texting you and became a pigeon? And she, underneath it, posts, for personal reasons. I'm being bullied. Real talk, though, my dreams have been insanely weird. We all know, like, if you don't smoke before bed and you normally smoke pot, you're going to have weird dreams. I'm smoking before bed. I don't know what it is. I've had some graphic, just weird dreams. Nothing poignant, just too much. I'm remembering too much of my dreams. I don't like that. A day keeps the sads away. Oh my God. Yes, though. I hope you actually swallowed.
AJ has headphones on. You have headphones. There's headphones, right? Because that's what she said.
I just assume y'all know better than to have me on around kids, right? I think I'm very educational and there's nothing wrong with us. And I don't think we're like an anti-kid community, but we cuss far too much for children. You don't need your child going about saying C words and F words. Keep that inside. Not yet. They'll learn it on their own. They'll learn it on their own from the delinquent kids. Your kids will learn it from kids like me. I'm the kid that comes to school and is like, hey, you want to hear something cool? Fuck. And everybody goes, oh my God, I've heard my dad say that when he's mad. Fuck. And everybody, that was me. Like, oh yeah, my dad said it at me. I received further confirmation my son's father's a dumbass. I'm loading a bowl. I survived roller skating. Hey, dude. I roller skated for the first time in like 30 years. No, probably like 20 years at Burning Man. Not last year, but the year before. I didn't fall either. Zach fell hard on his ass. Roller skating is not easy. That's a very difficult thing. Cheers. Did I put enough water in you? wait, Viata. I read a post yesterday of a streamer saying, I shouldn't have to say this, but please don't give birth in a live voice channel. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. Kiwasa, my family is here. Good morning. I hope they're doing well. I can play hockey and can't roller skate. Roller skating is really hard. It's not easy by any means. I tried it again and I was like, wow, this is like really fucking hard. No wonder I preferred rollerblades. That's my wife's nephew. We tell him not to say those words. He just giggles and keep going. Yeah. Kids are mimics, man. They're going to mimic anything. I think this is just me. I don't mean anything because I'm just a bitch on the internet. But like, if I had kids, I don't know if I would struggle so hard to shelter them from the language so much as like make sure they know when that language is appropriate. Because like, for as fucking cunt gnarly as my mouth is, I've never gotten in trouble for my language, for my mouth. I know when to shut up and when to clean up my act. And, you know, I worked in very nice hospitals for many years. I can do it. It's just beautiful that here I don't have to. Thank you for streaking, Bolt. I appreciate you. That golden kappa. Flash that shit. My kids already know those words. See? Exactly. We just have conversation. Oh, there you go. There's Sarah just saying exactly what I said. We just have conversations about connotation and intention. We just tell them they shouldn't use those words in certain environments like school or be unkind to anyone else. That's exactly. Yeah, there you go. Sarah's a teacher with kids, so her opinion does matter. She's not just some bitch. She's a bitch you listen to. Just an FYI. That's literally, I think that's the best option because that's, I mean, my parents weren't perfect, but they did do that with language. Like, they didn't, you know, like, they didn't smack me around for saying fuck or whatever. They're just like, I better not fucking hear you say that at school. And I'd be like, I would never fucking say fuck at school. Fuck. And I didn't. And I never got in trouble. It just seems smarter. I don't know. But I don't know. My son's going to be the one to teach the other kids cuss words. I'm sorry, my mouth is terrible. I think it's like what Sarah said, though, Dream, and I think you're doing that, too. Your son has too much of a heart to be terrible. You could, I mean, let's be real. Cussing doesn't mean terrible. There's some Christian fundamentalists out there that don't cuss ever, and they're pretty terrible. Valendor, are you having a struggle bus? I'm sorry, Honeybean. Boo. I had weird dreams, and I just feel like oddly sweaty. My sister-in-law was teaching him not to say that, like, school. He's like 7. Oh, that's such a cute age, though. I remember the first time I used the middle finger on my mom. She freaked out and asked where I learned it from. I blamed my 2 older brothers. They got grounded, I didn't. My brothers never got blamed for anything. My mom was definitely like boy mom. Full on sailor's mouth. I've never hung around sailors extensively, but I was raised with construction workers. And I think that's this era's sailor. Yeah. The shit that comes out of the men in my family's mouths sometimes is otherworldly. Otherworldly cuss factors. Like, just, wow. I'm like cuss light compared to that shit. My God. What's a nice... Oh, yeah, New York City train... See, oh, yeah. I was like, nice. The fuck... I'm sorry that took me so many seconds, Mish. Please be disappointed. Yeah, no, I couldn't. The words, I'm sure it's different. This is my guess, Mish. The words used in that environment, much more just like everyone's a pussy bitch, big floppy vagina, labias. Like, it's probably just a lot of like demeaning female language at men, like be a man, be a whatever. This is guessing. Whereas my dad's environment, it's racism. Oh my fucking God. The racial slurs that come out of those men, it's just a different level of hate group, really. It did not worse or better, just gross, but wow. Disgusting. Inexcusable fucking language. A lot of misogyny. That was just a guess. That's what I noticed on the East Coast. Insults are a lot more about your little girl. Don't, you know, that was my dad. Don't be a Sally. Don't be a Sally. I dated military and I put them to shame. Bless, good. My dad didn't care if I used that kind of language when I was around my friends because he understood the kids would be kids, but I was often sent to my room if I swore in the house. I like a cusser. Cussers don't think first. My mom still whispers when she cusses. So does mine. My mom will go, fuck. She like goes, I'm so mad right now. My mom does that. She's 71, 72 years old. How old am I? Yeah, 72. Still. Oh yeah. And if you say like bitch or cunt or fuck, any of like the golden bad ones, she will physically stick her finger in my mouth. She'll go, it's fucking weird. I started biting. She stopped doing that when I was younger. People don't touch. What the fuck is wrong with you? We have to laugh now because there's nothing else to be done. But looking back on it, I'm like, when was that appropriate to just shove your fingers in someone's mouth ever? Fucking psychotic. I barely cussed growing up, and even now, I just feel uncomfortable saying those words, even though it's been around me. Dude, I have often wondered why cussing, like why I'm so cuntastic, I guess. I don't know how to put that. Definitely cuss a lot. I think, and this is, Sarah might be able to confirm this because this is something we struggle, like this is why I say like it's all about context, right? When I was a little kid and, you know, toddling around and I go, shit. The whole room would go, ha, 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 ha. Little Katie said shit. And I was like, and Katie's heart grew 10 times that day. And so, you know, you find more things to make people laugh and it just keeps going and it just stuck. I think. That's where our moms differ. Yeah, my mom, you know what? This is so gross and I'm fully aware of it, but what my mom used to say all the time growing up, she would like pinch our ass, pull our hair, pinch at me to comment on my body or something like that. And when you'd pull away and go, don't fucking touch me, she'd go, I made you, I can touch you. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ew! I'm well aware all of that is wrong. I'm not trauma dumping. Like, this is just like, we're commiserating because people be fucked up. Don't touch people. It's weird. Ugh. Fucking gross. And now that we're all like grown up and we've all moved away, this is the thing she says a lot. Whenever I mean, I talk to her like twice a year. I just don't understand why all my kids moved away and everyone's so private. I just don't understand. I'm just not in the loop anymore, I guess. Maybe that's because you tried to finger fuck my mouth when I was 12 for saying shit out loud. I don't know. I have some theories. Minor ones, but they're there. Peach, right? And you're just like, they know, right? What do you think? Because every time she says that, I'm just like, you wouldn't ask if you didn't fucking know. You just want me to say it. You know, you wouldn't ask. The visceral reaction. Trust me. And we'd come back at her. I mean, I've never not been sassy. I'd come back at her and be like, you know, if you were my dad, that's fucking assault. And she'd go, oh, don't be disgusting. Don't be weird. That's weird. You made it weird. I'm like, who made it weird? Who touched who? Who touched who? Who touched who? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one that made it weird. I'm the kid, motherfucker. Motherfucker. I'd rather my kids learn stuff from me so I can teach them nuance and about how to navigate situations, still be respectful. And this goes for cuss words or literally anything else. Well, I mean, I might be a social experiment at this point, but I'm here to, like, good, but also you can, like, not put any of that effort in and somehow someone quality who doesn't go to jail or do bad things comes out. So don't freak out too much. There's still a chance. I shocked my coworker when I accidentally cussed when we were on overtime right now, and he looked at me and giggled while saying, I don't think I've ever heard you cuss before. That's awesome. That's like that's the reaction I get, Remus, if I'm around friends or something and I go, oh my golly gosh, oh darn it. They go, are you high? I I get better looks from like, oh crud, than anything now. Which is my favorite, honestly. Like, just cleaning up my language gets people to be like, ew, what's happening? Oh, frick. Fudge it all. Those are my favorite. There's a streamer I watch that's extremely degen with what comes out of her mouth. Can be quite disgusting too, yet she absolutely refuses to say any curse words. Oh, I love that. That's fun. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. I want to do a challenge one day. Like, could I talk? No, that's creepy. No, stop it. Stop. No. No. It is a form of controlling abuse, 100%. My in-laws love to hug, and some of the dudes want to kiss on the cheek when greeting, and I'm like, no. Yeah, no. I dated an Italian guy on the East Coast for a while, and you guys remember my ex Zim? His family was very kiss. But, like, the drunkles definitely kissed a lot closer to my mouth than anyone else did. And I remember the very last holiday party I ever went to, and when we got home, I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, I think I'm just not leaning in when people try to kiss me anymore because I don't like the old mouths on me. And he was like, well, you have to. Like, what do you mean? That's just the way they are. I'm like, I don't think I like it at all. And then one of his drunkles put his arm around my waist and did like one of these and just like drunkenly wouldn't let go of me for like 5 minutes. And I was like, no, I think this is all an excuse to molest the youth. I don't do this kissy, this, what the fuck? But they do the right next to your fucking mouth. Yuck. Ew. I don't like it. People are like, people in the Midwest are too sweet and kind. I'm like, on the East Coast, you have to make out with your uncles. So, I don't know. You tell me what the fuck's going on. Maybe because you prioritize your crazy ass girlfriends over your own fucking children. Oh my God. Couldn't be that. Couldn't fucking be that shit. Nah. I somehow trained her not to. Did you bite? I'm not kidding. I'm not joking when I say I started biting. My mom would try to finger fuck my mouth and I would bite down. And she was like, ow! She would freak out and like pretend she was gonna crash the car or something because I bit her. And I'm like, you just tried to finger fuck my mouth. Who was at fault here? Are you kidding? I think that's a very natural reaction when someone goes and tries to fucking fish hook you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Sorry, she's not here, but like these are things I'd like to say. Bodily autonomy is a crazy thing. My new weed smells like what I would imagine weed ice cream would smell like. Oh my God. Y'all know I hate Tyra Banks. Because the fuck. Do you want to be on top? Do you want an eating disorder? She is being dragged across the internet right now because after all of that like body shaming and horrible things she did on America's Next Top Model and like destroyed people's lives, she's now a plus size model marketing, and I quote, hot ice cream. Hot ice cream. Hot ice cream? No, it's not a latte, she says. No, it's not a beverage. No, it's not hot milk. It's hot ice cream. I hate her. I fucking hate her. Hot? I don't know. You couldn't explain it to me if you wanted to. I don't know. But I hate her, so I'll make fun of her. She's a bad person. No, it's not fried. It's liquid ice cream. It's just melted ice cream. It's ice cream soup. It's just insane. I don't know. It's so weird. No, Viato? What do you mean? No. Did I show you my pattern I ruined? I was so mad. This isn't where I wanted it to happen. Stupid. Stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Fucked my finger up again. I've been wanting to take a bath for like 2 weeks now. And I was literally on the verge of this knuckle was finally healed. And I was like, oh, thank God. Yeah, I, believe it or not, was cutting things with some giant extra sharp tailor scissors and went straight through the side of my finger down my fingernail about a half a centimeter from the cuticle line. Do you want to know how bad your fucking finger bleeds when you cut it that far down? That bad. It bleeds that bad. It literally blood sprayed out of my hand. It was fucking gnarly. It was so bad. So stupid. Tetch, the fact that my hands haven't revolted against me is miraculous. If I could show you my fingertips, every single one has some sort of fucked up scar where I've probably snipped the end off, cut the end off. I think it's just a case of like, the more you do something, the more likely you are to get hurt doing it, right? So like, the more often you cook, you're probably gonna burn yourself, right? The more often you cut shit, you're probably, people that don't get hurt, I think, I have to believe this, people that don't go about their lives just like buying stock and welly Band-Aids, you just don't do anything. That's all I can come up with, because I do this shit on accident. I think some people just live in like bubbles. I don't know. Where's your sharp objects? How are they not cutting you right now? How are they not actively cutting you right now? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Do I? Oh my God, literally, wait. Out my ass as we fucking speak. Who are you if your tiny little embroidery scissors with a crane on them aren't nestled up your anus? Fuck! I don't know. I don't know. Take a picture of what? Good morning. Of this? No, I'm not unwrapping that. This is like infection level, keep safe. Very scary, deep cut. I don't tell anyone to beat up their parents. When I was 12, my mom stuck her finger in my mouth after pinching the fat on my hips, my boobs, and probably others. This is literally, I hate that this happened to you, Dream, because like, not to be special, I know you know what I mean. Like, I really hope that when people hear my stories, they're like, oh my God, no one's ever done that in the history of the world. Your mom's the worst in the world, because no one should have to go through that. That's fucked up. That's disgusting, and you didn't deserve that. I fist fought my mother and my dad had to pull her off me. She never pinched or shoved a finger in my mouth again. Good for you. Literally, Yerbs, that's why I'm mostly pissed about it, is my thumb just got to the point where I don't have to wear a daily Band-Aid on it. Right, Peach? It's all these tiny little, like, it literally is like these little V's where I've just, like, snipped into the finger on accident, like holding material or something. It's just inevitable, but yeah, I did. And it is crazy how much your fingers bleed. Like it always looks worse than it is. Clearly, I'm totally fine. It's just a finger cut, but I snipped it like that, and you saw, it was that's why I had to show you guys. I was like, oh my God, have you ever seen so much blood just come out of a finger? That's crazy. And I menstruate. Blood shouldn't surprise me. What up, Tech? Good morning. How are you, love? Peach, I mean, a big problem, and I'm sure you can identify with this, I buy nice shit. Like, I learned when I was young, don't buy, if I'm gonna do a hobby, I know I'm gonna do it. I've never invested in a hobby and not done it, ever. I get into them. And so when I was younger, you know, they'd be like, buy the cheap stuff, and if you know you like the hobby, then you go buy the nice stuff. I don't do that. I don't double buy. I think that's really fucking wasteful. I go get good shit. So I got these, and they're like $200 shears, and they're insanely sharp. And I was holding something like this and just right into my fucking hand. You can hear it. Those are some nice fucking shears. And just... straight through my damn hand. Oh my God. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't do this, computer. Thank you. Thank you. We're fine. Stop it. We're fine. Stop. This fell on my keyboard from the wall. It was hanging. My poor Jason. Don't make fun of him. He's sensitive. The ancestor, my scissors, I mean, like, if inanimate objects had souls or spirits or whatever, every sharp object in my house will crave my blood. Every sharp object in my house is like, oh, no, we've tasted of it. We've tasted of the ambrosia. Every single thing. Like, it would absorb it and be imbued with my KDHD or something. Please don't destroy precious gifts given to you by random people. If anything, that is going to destroy my keyboard before the other way around, but I wouldn't. She had to end stream and go to the hospital where she had surgery. Wait. Did you hear about the streamer who was showing a katana on stream, dropped it, and instinctively grabbed the blade? No, I did not. No. No. Good God. A real, like, I was gonna say, like, how she probably lost, oh my God, it's making me sweat. She probably lost fingers. That's how sharp a katana is. It's not like grabbing a knife. The weight and everything of the steel is perfectly designed to slice through things. She probably lost fingies. That's, no, nope, definitely don't want to see it. No. I'm all about people collecting fun swords and putting them on the walls, but don't be a fucking idiot and play with katanas. What are you doing if you don't know what you're doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oren Ishii would cut your fucking head off. What are you doing? I know I shouldn't play with a gun or a sword on stream or in any capacity, so I don't, because I don't understand how they work and I don't know how to use weapons. Do you know what I mean? Good morning, Crispy. I hope she's okay. You know, as a medical coder, I have yet to code a traumatic amputation from a katana. Do I know? I don't know if I ever saw a traumatic amputation, to be honest. I saw amputations, but they're a lot more, fireworks. Yeah? That's where we see them. Fireworks. Fireworks should be banned. The amount of explosive dismemberments I've seen, astronomical. Astronomical. Yeah, that's it. Yep, every year without fucking fail, someone blows their hands off or their foot off or something with a Roman candle. It's always a dude. Always a dude or a kid. Always. This is why we don't keep sharp objects. Seriously, this is why we don't keep sharp objects. And literally, it's like Tech says, killing tools aren't toys. If you want to collect knives, because knives too. If you don't collect knives, the person, that's weird. He bites. If you want to collect guns and stuff, or I don't like collecting guns. If you want to collect swords, put them on your wall. Keep them on the wall. Fasten them to that fucking wall. I just don't understand what you're doing. It just seems so stupid. Hugs his knife roll tightly. I wonder if it was Hattori Hanzo. He doesn't make swords anymore, from what I hear. Question for chat. My house came with ADT security system fully installed on all the doors, windows, etc. Is ADT worth it or just a scummy contract security thing? Should I get it removed? And can anybody speak to ADT? We live in a very interesting world these days where I feel the vast majority of human beings in the world have some sort of security system and door camera. I'm one of those freaks left in the world who don't. This is silly. I know. Like, I'm not saying I live my life by this, but somewhat, my dad taught me this when I was younger. Bless the rednecks. Alarms and locks are for honest people. You know, of all the true crimes I've ever read and listened to, the only thing to deter someone from breaking into your house is owning a dog. I know I say that a lot, but you guys know. For a fact, I know you know. I have been listening to true crime since I was born. I was named after a true crime. It's my life. Dog. Dog deter break-in. That's it. Nothing else deters a fucking break-in. And that's sad and scary, and I hate that that's a fact, but I think security systems and door cameras and shit give us a false sense of security. But like, if someone breaks into your house and kills you, that door camera did fuck all. Like, sure, they'll find the person, but did it prevent you from being killed? No. But BTK straight up said in interviews, you can watch the live footage. I wouldn't case a house with a dog. No one would. That's just silly. And a victim who survived him said, and I quote, "He told me I should have got a dog." Dog doesn't always work, but nothing always works. There's no such thing as a guarantee. Like, period. Unless you're in a fucking bomb shelter like, Not Back to the Future. Oh my God. Sissy Spacek and shit. Oh, Blast from the Past? No? Yeah? That's it. That's your only and even then, that's not a guarantee. Really. I think it's all just false senses of security. Really, Biz says we weren't a fan with ADT. We found a cheaper local option. I think going with local is always your best option, honestly. I love this stream feels like a bunch of besties chatting over a cup of coffee. We are. I love that. It's my favorite part of every day. I love it. I live for this. I don't have a door camera. I have an actual camera at a high point with a wide lens and night vision. I don't want to be a bitch, but like, does it fight back if someone gets through the door? I just want to be able to see who's knocking. So you will answer the door. See, my thing is, it doesn't matter if I saw you or not. I'm never going to answer the door because if you know me, you texted me first before you're coming over, and I know you're coming over. Anyone else at my door doth deserve door open. You don't belong here. Go away. Shoo. I've straight up pulled this curtain aside and stared at them on my stepping and went, no, it's 2026. We don't do that anymore. No. So like, I don't give a fuck if there's a camera or not. I'm still not answering my door. No, not in the day and age where cops shoot innocent people at the door. No, I don't answer that anymore. Your house has windows, y'all. I've got single pane glass. If someone wants in, they're going to get into my house. Yeah. Like, I think it's just about, like, try to live somewhere safe. And honestly, if you want real piece of advice for staying safe, I think this is the most real thing I've ever heard. From a criminal I had fucking handcuffed to a hospital bed in the ER. Don't leave the boxes of what's in your house outside. You fucking chode. What's wrong? Were you dropped? Is someone actively hitting you in the temple? Don't put the $3,000 TV box out front with your trash. Everyone knows what the fuck is now in your house, and they're gonna come get it. What are you doing? That's like me buying this PC and then putting all those boxes just out on the street for the trash to take. Of like, $2,500 worth of PC. I have every single box in my house still. That's not happening. Cut the box up, break them down. But literally, I had a guy, that's a thing in the hospital, so this is actually great advice. If you are ever arrested and you don't want to go to jail, say you have heart pain, you have to go to the hospital for at least 48-hour watch. By law, they can't take you to jail. So like, especially if you're innocent or something and you just don't want to go to jail, you can go to the hospital instead, but we do handcuff you to the bed. And there's a cop sitting outside your room the whole time. It's really anxiety-inducing, to be honest, because we hate cops. But you get some very interesting insight into criminality. And I learned a whole lot about breaking into houses. Alarms and cameras are for honest people. You're not deterring anyone from breaking into your house. If you've got something worth stealing and someone can figure it out, they're going to get it out of your house. People are starving to death and they need the fucking money. I have a door cam and a dog. My dog alerts me before my cam. We only have the cam more or less in case someone steals packages or something. That's smart, honestly. If I lived in an area where that was a problem, I might think about it. I set my system to alert me when people get near my yard. Does it help? Someone rang our doorbell last night at nearly 10 p.m. Not okay. The problem was, if we didn't answer, they'd have my mom's car towed. She wasn't parked somewhere she wasn't supposed to be, but the snowplow guy was being a jerk. That's so fucked up. I'm sorry. Nothing like that has ever happened. And I don't live in an area where that would be a problem, but that's fucked up. I'm sorry that happened. He sounds like an asshole. We cut up all our boxes and feed the pieces to the dragon. We just shred everything. Most recycling companies want you to cut the boxes up anyhow, do they? Look into REO link if you really just want cameras for surveillance, to keep a record, to run wildlife webcams, etc. You can run it locally with no subscription. Boosh, that's nice. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know. The security cameras are just going to call the cops, right? So if that person's already breaking into your house, those cops are going to be there in 15 minutes. The damage is done. I just don't see where a camera is stopping anyone from doing anything to me. If anything, I think door cameras are great for Instagram material of fun delivery drivers or creepy people walking around the neighborhood in the middle of the night and drunkenly trying to get into your house or something. But other than that, do you remember Scott? Do you remember what happened to Scott last year? Was it last summer? Scott has security cameras. And do you want to know what happened while his family wasn't home? A drunk woman walked through his house, took packages into his house, threw them into the basement, and just yelled at people that weren't there for 10 minutes before she realized she was in the wrong house and stumbled the fuck out. That's what security cameras did. So, am I going to pay for a subscription to some, camera on my front door? Probably not. It just doesn't do anything. If someone's going to get in, they're fucking going to get in. This bitch is on fire! I don't either. I don't answer my door. Woo! This bitch is on fire! I love that. We used to have that when I was a kid, V. We had a trail cam. And those were fun because you could see the wildlife and stuff. Honestly, a trail cam makes more sense to me because deer are way more interesting than human beings. Personally. People with cameras in their living spaces are weird to me. Same. I don't get it. Can someone explain that to me? Oh my God, I'm so glad you said something, Mish, because I keep meaning to ask you guys about this because, of course, I see the videos all over the internet of people that have cameras in their kitchen or in their living room, like security cameras. Where are you living that this is necessary? Inside. I'm not judging. I just want to know who doesn't trust who? Who fucked up and who doesn't trust you because of it? I want to know. I need to know because there's no other reason to have a camera in the house. Unless you're a streamer. Why? Who fucked up in that relationship? That's what I want to know. When our turtles are outside in the warmer months, we keep a camera on them just to check on them. That's adorable. See, that makes sense. That makes sense. Kid cam makes sense to me. We have a Eufy doorbell camera. Gradier says we have a Eufy doorbell camera. It's no subscription. The video is saved to hard drives in the base station. They have other cameras as well. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys know so many options. Now Pete has options to work with. Because if ADT is not the be-all, end-all, I work from home and I have plants in my kid's little Jeep on my doorstep so the delivery people put packages in the car so you can't see them from the street. That's adorable. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. When our turtles are outside in the warmer months, I think that's a good idea, though, honestly. One time as a kid, I came home and the house alarm went off. I couldn't remember the code. The security people didn't call the police. They just called my dad to make sure it wasn't an accident. That doesn't feel safe. Never use Ring camera systems. They let the feds, including ICE, access your data. Always, always, always read the terms of service. I'm just going to say this louder for those in the back because this is really scary. Never use Ring camera systems. They let the feds, including ICE, access your data. Always, always, always read the terms of service. Shouldn't I not have cameras in your bedroom? No, I like watching those. Please leave them. Your wife is very pretty. I kind of want to message Beth because she has a fucking Ring camera. And be like, yo, bitch. So, my chat is telling me. Okay, I texted. I have a camera in my kitchen because my dad's showing signs of dementia and we don't want him leaving the stove on. Especially if he's home alone, that's a reason to have one. Absolutely. Indoor cameras are for porn. Thank you. Thank you. I review the footage like a sports coach to improve my technique. You're doing great, to be honest. Your stamina is really impressive. For old people, maybe. My mother had a camera for my grandmother who was living a few hundred kilometers away and wasn't very healthy. Honestly, I think that's better than that fucking life alert thing. My Nana had that, and half the time she couldn't even press it when she fell. I think that is a reason for the camera. Other than that, I know young people who have them. People my age with no kids. Can you tell me what's going on? You tell me. I don't know. My apartment was up for sale and they had people coming in during the day while I was at work and they didn't care that I wasn't there. I absolutely had cameras when they were walking through, but I took them down when they decided not to sell. And they just didn't care. That's so fucking weird. Reasonable, it's better. I mean, she's the same. She's just like old and crusty. I think she's just old and crusty and tired. Over 95% of alarms are false. I'd believe that. Did no one see the Ring camera commercial about we're using AI to help find your dog? No, because I don't watch sports ball. Ew. You can disable the permissions with the Ring cameras, but they make it a chore to find. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. So apparently you can... I want to find those because that's creepy. Turn off the permissions. But it's a pain in the dick to find. We had a cam in the kids' room until he was about 5-ish just to make sure he was safe at night and such. Now we have one outside his window to make him feel safe because of anxiety from when his dad took him. Oh. Is it... I'm not trying to be like what's in his room that could leave him to be unsafe? The only reason I ask is you and I both had bedrooms and didn't have cameras on us when we were kids and we were fine because our parents just didn't put anything in the bedrooms that we could kill ourselves with. I'm just curious. Or have cameras, are they an excuse to kind of be extra paranoid? Do you think, really? I don't know. Like, does the camera scream if the kid gets something stuck around his neck and you're not looking? Does the camera know and identify and go like, "Wah, kid's doing?" Or do you have to actively be watching to catch the incident? So if you're asleep and there's a camera, then... I don't know. I'm asking. I mean, I'm just trying to think of people that already have Rings because, like, it's a lot of money to change over to different cameras and stuff. But yeah, I mean, they could probably turn it back on. Have you all seen the Ring Super Bowl commercial? They're using them to watch entire neighborhoods under the false claim of it'll help find lost dogs. I feel very gross about that. Talking about how safe TikTok is for teenagers and the new Guardian controls. The internet's not safe. The world's not safe. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to scare anyone. The world is not safe. And you trying to assume that is very unsafe behavior. You, not you personal, but like anybody. That's like weaponized incompetence. Like, you know what I mean? It's like going out naked when it's negative 30 degrees outside and dying and being like, no one told me not to. That's weaponized incompetence. The world's not safe. Nowhere's safe. Do everything you can to try to make it safe. No, the world's never safe and it's never fucking been safe. I think it's really irresponsible to just be like, well, we live in a safe space. We're in a safe neighborhood with safe people and this is such a safe. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? You can't buy safety, but people will happily sell it to you. Amen. Yeah. That's just a really good way to find out if people have guard dogs. It's just, why would you want that? It's such a fucking scary commercial. The link, I don't even want to, it's a Link Ring commercial. I haven't seen it and I don't know if I want to see that. Why is my fucking browser in full screen? Get out of here. Ugh, that's so fucking creepy. Hubs and I have been having more and more discussions about teaching our kid about the reality and how to protect himself. It's honestly, I think that's just, it's just being wary of every person all over all the time. You know, we went through that stage where when we were kids and the internet came about, it was, I mean, and no shame on our parents. What else were you going to do? It was everyone on the internet's a rapist. Everyone. Don't tell anyone your information. You're not a girl. You're not a boy. You are a plastic card that is beige. You're a beige plastic piece of nothing. That's all you are, because everyone on the internet's the enemy. And what that did to our brains, studies have been done, is we automatically assume if you're in real life, you're safe now. If you're tangible, you have to be safe because you're not an internet person. I am an internet person. I'm not safe. Don't come here. But it did kind of fuck us up a little bit. And then we went the opposite with the generation before that, where it was like any grown-up who looks at you who's not your parents is probably trying to rape you. Like, don't accept candy from strangers and shit like that. There's constantly like a generalization of like, that is the danger. There's the danger. It's everywhere. You have to be wary all the time in order to go about life. Like, be smart. Don't use assuming everything's safe as an excuse to just go about it and be a fucking moron. That's how you die. That's how you get killed. Like, that's just stupid. Honestly, just don't put anything on a network if you don't want it shared with people who hate you. There's no real reason to pay a security company to monitor your space unless there's an armed response contract. Okay, so that's always been my question. I don't know what the fuck is up with paying a security company when all they do is identify something on the camera, call you to tell you about it first, and then maybe call the police, who will then take X amount of time to get to your house to respond to an event. None of that seems like an expedited safety response or anything. It just seems like you're paying someone to watch your camera for you all day. Meanwhile, I grew up on the web with everyone asking ASL. Literally, that's me too, but I was taught you don't ever tell. Like, I was taught to lie. Do you want to know what my ASL was? I was a 25-year-old gay black man named Tyrone. That's how I chatted on MSN. Because, like, what's the furthest from the truth fucking possible? My mom didn't teach me, like, maybe you're a child and just shouldn't be on adult chats. It was, if anyone knows you're a child, you'll get raped and die. Don't let anyone know you're a child. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm a 25-year-old black man named Tyrone. Anybody like video games? Yep. Always from California. I was always from California. Yep, always from California. And, yeah, always, that was it. I can't even remember anything else. It was just always from California. And I was gay. Cause like I didn't know, I don't know. That was just everything. I must have just sat there and I was like everything the opposite of everything I am. Like that's how I have to present myself on the internet, because God forbid they find my house and they murder me. I never lied. I did stupid shit. I mean, it's all stupid. The lying was stupid too. It's all stupid. It was stupid because there was real people back then talking on the internet, trying to make real friends. And I was like a 12-year-old pretending to be a large gay black man named Tyrone. That's crazy. Remember that song? Savage Garden, you can be anyone you want to be on the phone. It's really scary. I'm looking at you, bitch out there pretending to be somebody you're not. I see you. What was IMVU? I don't remember that. For me, it was just, because I got it a little bit later than most people, it was like MSN chat rooms, AOL chat rooms. There was AIM, AOL Messenger. I remember ICQ, but I think once I like discovered ICQ, it's hard to explain, you know, because you'll know. I think the internet and everything that came with it for my generation, it was a bunch of new toys that we got bored with really fast. So I'm not calling out everybody, but like I know a sheer amount of millennials that we hate messaging now because that was a new toy that everyone obsessed over, AIM and shit like that, and we got tired of it. So it was like AIM came out, and then there was another one, and then there was ICQ, and we were like, we already have AIM. That's not a new shiny toy. Give me the new shiny. So the internet needed to keep being new and shiny for us to be interested. That was whatever. TeamSpeak was the new shiny because you could have so many fucking people in a voice chat. That was incredible. Holy crap. Back when our parents trained us to catfish, no shit. Seriously though, that's so real. I'm very happy. I introduced AOL to my parents when I came home from college one semester. Dude, my family still can't barely get on fucking Facebook. Pete, have you ever heard my story of how I learned how to cybersex? It was RuneScape. Some player in the game was like, I'll give you like 20 wood if you go in the attic of this house with me. And cyber, and I was like, I don't know what that is, but I need wood. And we went up there, and he just started typing to me like, I kiss your neck. I take your clothes off. I look at your boobies. And I was like, no, you don't. And he was like, yeah, I do if you want this wood. And I was like, gross. And I left, and I never played again. But I learned what cyber sex was that day, and I was like, ew. If that person knew I was 10, I don't think they'd feel too hot anymore. Disgusting. But I was a big gay man named Tyrone. And he was left all alone with his wood, and all he wanted to do was look at Tyrone's boobies or something. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It was crazy. It was a weird time. I never played again, though. I know that. I'm nosy, and I went to find the TikTok of the dude who did the commercial I saw, and it hurts me that it seems like a genuinely good person who teaches dad advice on TikTok to raise money for a cure for his daughter with brain injury. Wait, which? I didn't see any of the commercials. They're not even fun anymore. AI ruined the Super Bowl. Nothing's fun. My early days were fandom roleplay chat rooms, and they all devolved into sex stuff, and that just kind of killed every fandom. Same. I was too young. I used to find these really cool message boards where it was like, I don't even know how to explain it, but someone would propose a story, and someone would write a post, and then the next person would write a giant post, and it was like 10 different people contributing to the same story, kind of like a roleplay thing, and it always turned into sex, and I'd just be like, okay, I'm done. I'm out. It's not what I'm here for. Thank you, though. I'm being cybered over on RuneScape. I'm fine. I don't need that here. I'm good. Thanks, though. The TikTok commercial about how TikTok's safe for teenagers and the new Guardian features. It's just a way for TikTok to be like, no, we're working on it. Please let your children still use our app, because so many people are finding their children watching the most horrific, inappropriate shit on the internet possible. Yeah, I'm busy with my real cybersex over on RuneScape. Thank you very much. I'm taken. The Ring commercial about the dog search. Those are the two honestly, the only commercial I saw, because Zach had it on his office, so I walked back there a couple times. The only one I actually saw was the Jurassic Park one, and it was just all AI. It made me so fucking mad. I saw a few moments of it, and I was like, wow, that's the most AI piece of garbage I've ever seen in my life. I'm out. They just ruined it. Gaia. I don't remember that one. What was Gaia? There was another one. Penguin or something? Penguin? Do you know the one I'm talking about? There was one people loved for a long time, Penguin something, and I wasn't on that one either. I have no idea. I went to high school with a bunch of other nerds. I ended up learning about it because of that and AIM. No one in that school even had half a clue how to socialize on that level in person. Socializing's hard, to be honest. TikTok's always been garbage. I know there's so many of you that hate me for saying that because y'all TikTok a lot. It is brain rot, and it's been poisoned since day fucking one. TikTok is trash. It is a trash platform. And it's literally melting your brains. I've watched grown adults who I respect, heavily respect, for their mental acuity. I've watched them have legitimate mental breakdowns because of TikTok. I've watched them literally almost hospitalize themselves because TikTok sent them down on a train convincing them that Charlie Kirk being shot was the end of the world, aliens were coming, and someone was going to come shove a rifle up their butthole or something. I've watched it. No other social media platform's been able to do that to people before. That's crazy. Fuck off, TikTok. That is a trash fucking... There's nothing you can learn in 20 seconds. And if your attention span isn't longer than that, you don't like TikTok. So people condense bullshit down into little 20-second segments to get your attention, and it's littered with all the lack of nuance. And it leads us to be fucking stupid. Trash. Facebook did it to our parents. TikTok's doing it to this generation. It is brain rot. It's a melt. Anyone worth their sand on TikTok, they're on every other platform. So go watch them there. TikTok's disgusting. And there's no way you can make a platform like that 100% guaranteed safe. That's impossible. As long as the internet has a button that says, I'm 18 or older. That's like our fucking weed and the safety packaging. You're telling me that my friend Sarah's 10-year-old can't do this? That's what you're telling me with this special little double Ziploc bullshit that I have to sneak my stupid little fingers into and side pull with some special pocket, because that's what you're saying. It's false sense of security. It's garbage and it's bullshit. That's ridiculous. I was literally just going to say Discord has done it too. Discord's like saying they're having new rules coming up and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, sure. No, or we were talking about TikTok did the same. TikTok had like an ad during the Super Bowl or something like that was like, we are safer now, and we have, what is it, new protocols going in to keep kids safe or something like that. And all I'm saying is TikTok is absolute trash and it will never be safe. And like, if you're just looking for a reason to believe it's safe, you want to be lied to. You probably love ChatGPT, huh? Talking to mirrors feels nice when you're full of yourself. Main character syndrome, hard. Also, good morning, Sloth. I hope you're doing well. That's like the safety packaging on the Tide Pods. Why do we even bother? It's just extra trash that's now polluting the world. The other end, Katie, is what you have in the UK, the ID thing that the government store. What do you mean? Our government does that too. It's Pete, honestly, I'm into it. Remove warning labels. Fuck it. You know, I've been saying it for a couple months now, Pete, but I think we should all just stop washing our hands. I heard washing your hands makes you hella fucking gay and liberal. Fuck them. If you're dumb enough to believe anything I just said out loud, fuck them. Fuck them. On Discord, you'll have to verify with your government ID. Otherwise, you'll have restrictions placed on your account. I want to come in here and talk about scurvy because how crazy is that shit, bitch? Did you know people still get it? You probably didn't expect me to say that. Did you expect me to say that probably at least once a month I had a patient with fucking scurvy? Do you want to know why they had scurvy? Do you want to know? Do you want to know why people today have scurvy? Paleo diet. Atkins diet. What's the other one? There's another one. There's all these people on the internet telling you that, like, if you eat a lemon, the carbs will kill you. So people are like, I eat raw bull testicles and the fat of the young, and that is how I maintain this scurvy. That's how you got scurvy, actually. That's how you got fucking scurvy. Keto, that. Keto, carnivore, paleo, Atkins. Name a fake diet that's like, if all you do is eat protein, you'll lose so much weight, it's crazy. Your breath will smell like fruit, kind of like you have an eating disorder, but it's whatever. That's just your body dying. I didn't know the collagen falls apart, so any scars you have just open up. It is fucking wild. It's a whole chain of events, Beth, no shit. So you need vitamin D from the sun to metabolize calcium. Calcium leads to bone health, right? Your bones hold marrow. The marrow is responsible for the blood cells being produced. Blood cells being produced are responsible for the collagen turnover of your skin and the youth of your skin. It's a whole fucking thing. It's like the sun is the worst thing you can possibly do for your skin because sun cancer, but without it, you will prematurely age like crazy. So, like, it's crazy. So fucking bodies are amazing. Bodies are amazing. They blow me away all the time, but like wild fucking shit. I have no idea what we were talking about before. By the way, I hope it wasn't super important. We usually have at least 5 conversations going at the same time at any point in time. What was I talking about? Does it matter? Probably not. Most things I talk about don't. We're literally complicated plants, complicated house plants. A plant with too much sun will die. Yeah. No, 100%. Which time? Right? No, I have no idea. Wear your sunscreen, literally. One of my friends is a registered nutritionist, so the new food pyramid that the health department put out last month was going to have the worst impact on everyone's health in years to come if they follow that advice. The old food pyramid was no good either. I don't know why. I don't know what to do. Scars are an active process. Your body has to keep maintaining them. Yes, you can actually end up with keloids, which are balls of scar tissue under the skin that feel hard and strange because your body doesn't stop. All the anti-fruit people because it's too much sugar, I'm so sorry. But if you tell me I gained weight because I ate a banana, I'm going to stick my fingers in your eyes. No one's getting fat off bananas. Go fuck yourself. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? No. No. What did I say yesterday? I think I said something along the lines of, I'll reach through the mic and peel your eyelashes off. Like, don't do that. Don't be yuck. Yuck. Don't be yuck. Follow my plate. It's the Michelle Obama food guidance. It's been out for 15 plus years. Which one? What about it? Wait, what about it? I'll curse you with scurvy. I watched a show years ago about this family up in Alaska that homesteads, and they're very interesting. But one of the things is they get scurvy like yearly because they just never save enough potatoes and shit for the winter, so they end up eating just bacon every day, and then they all get scurvy, and then they have to go. But they're definitely these people that are just like, if all people lived like us, homesteading off the land, we'd all be healthy as fuck and have no problems in the world, and y'all just don't understand it. But every single winter, the entire family has to go to the hospital in Juneau, like thousands of miles from where their homestead is, because they all have scurvy and they're dying. Those are the same people. If y'all just homesteaded like us, you'd get it, it'd be fine. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. fuck out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cheers. I had a dream you and I were learning how to tan hides. That would be sick. I had weird dreams last night again, and I can't fully remember them. But one of them, it was like a video game. I was in an lots of little dreams because I was tossing and turning. One of them was I was in an elevator, and every time I exited the elevator, I was just in another elevator, and I would turn around and the doors would open, and then I'd exit it, and then I was in another elevator, and then I turn around and then I exit it, and then I was in another elevator, and then I turn around and I exit it, and I just kept ending up in elevators. That one was mind-numbing. I hated that one. That one was bad. But then the other one was really weird. The other one was like, I lived in a castle by the sea. I was a princess with long golden... No, I did live in a castle by the sea, but like it was freezing and it was horrible and I was cold and wet and alone and I couldn't find a fucking blanket. And I think it's because I saw an Instagram post recently that was about this. It was like, someone was like, why do y'all millennials have so many blankets in your house? And then it was a montage of us sleeping as children, like having sleepovers at our friend's house where they'd be like, here's a pillow and a towel, good luck. And you'd just be laying on the ground freezing to death all night long because there were no other options. Like, yeah, no shit, I have 500 blankets in my house. Why did you leave me on a cold floor like that? Why did you do that? Kids are hardy. We're not. No, because now I have 500 blankets. That's what you've done. That's what you did? Stop it. The guy in the small town said to use the brains, but I think they must have other options because we get distracted and have icky brain gunk around. What the fuck? Usually they're thrown away. Really? Because it's time intensive? I'd love to do something like that. I don't want to kill anything though. I have killed stuff. I'm good. I hunted. I'm fine. Don't follow the dieting advice of anyone who sells food. If someone's selling you an eating program, don't follow it. If the program you're following is sponsored by the American Beef Association, probably not the one you should follow, i.e. the American Heart Association. Go to the website. It's no good. Talk to your doctor. There's people who hunt for the meat. A couple of people removed from us. Yay. I love that because you know me, like I'm very much a proponent of use every part of the animal if you're going to take a life. Period. If you're going to take the life, you better, I'll take weird parts of it if you're not going to eat it. Like eat the animal and then use every fucking bit of it. And the idea that they're throwing like tan hides away and stuff that could be tanned and actually used. And like, what if we got them for free because they were pre-tanned? What if we could make our own goddamn veg tan? That shit's so expensive. I wonder if it stinks. We're going to be the creepiest ladies. You realize that, right? Like, we're going to have Lauren outside with buckets of beetles and skulls, like shaking them around, getting the flesh eaten off of skulls. You and I will be in there scraping the fat off of hides, sweating, fucking chemical treating the flesh of the dead. So fucking metal. Are you kidding? It's so metal. I hate the idea of things going to waste. No, that's why I think it's really cool when people make bone art and stuff like that. Use it. Do something. There's so much good shit to be, like, I don't know. I don't think we should be taking animals' lives if we're not going to use every part of them when there's legitimate cases to use literally every part of them. Do you know what I mean? It's the motherfucking bog witch era! It's happening. Yeah, I'm loading a bowl. Cheers, bitch. What up, Gas? How are you, love? Excuse me. I'm in a weight loss program at a hospital in the healthcare system I work for. That's the way to go if you want help that's backed by medical evidence and guidance. Exactly. About someone who actually gives a fuck whether or not you're healthy and doing better because that's their job. Yes. Very much so. 100% agree with that. Yeah. I had a dream last night where I was sitting at the dining table sewing some sort of clothing using an eyeball pin cushion. It squelched every time I stabbed it. I want weird princess dreams. You can have whatever you want as long as you don't put your needles in my eyes. Oh my God. I can hear tech retching from across the world. What up, Jade? How are you, love? Good morning. That is some shit right there. Screaming Bodge. Dude, this is such a good song for literally, what is this? Cattle Decapitation. That's what this band is called. You're welcome. Thank Beth for that conversation. I love when people come in with random shit. What was it? Fucking scurvy? I never know if people actually expect me to go off on the topics. Because I think sometimes people are like, I think I just want to throw her off. And they don't know that I know that they don't know that I know. And I'm like, oh, you want to talk about scurvy? Because I can fucking talk about scurvy. I can talk about anything that comes through a motherfucking ER room, ER door. Let's go. I woke up really concerned why I was so calm about just stabbing an eyeball. I mean, that might be the weirdest part of the dream, actually. Good for you. I was a weirdo as a kid. I always made my mom come pick me up at sleepovers. I could never sleep, or I would have her come over super ass early to pick me up. Anxiety's a bitch. I don't think that's a weirdo. I think it's more odd that I thrived anytime I got to leave my house and spend the time at anyone else's house. I think that means you kind of had do you feel like you had a safe home environment? Because that's what that sounds like to me. It sounds like you felt uncomfortable and anxious and you knew where home was and you knew who to call. You can be proud of weirdo too, but I'm just saying, I don't think that makes you a weirdo. Who else would I go with? Your top choice, thank you. I've seen it all. Well, I don't want to say that. I don't think I've seen it all. Cheers. Can I talk about how my girl lunch is just cheese and a green bell pepper? I love that for you. You know, I saw there's this person on TikTok who's been doing girl dinner, recording their girl dinners and talking about them every night. And I think I'm finally, we all participate in it. I've just never really understood why. It's all about finding the perfect bite. It's not about every bite being the same, which is what I think most people are looking for. They want a big bowl of same, or they want 3 things on the plate that they're going to put on the fork all at the same time so every bite's the same and uniform. We experiment with all the weird things like the bell pepper and the cheese. It's all going to be about, is it the smooth side of the bell pepper up with the cheese, or is it the wet side of the bell pepper up with the cheese? How much bell pepper to cheese? Are we putting them in our mouth at the same time, or is it bell pepper, nom, 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 then cheese? Or is it cheese, nom, 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 and then bell pepper? It's all about the experiment and the going back and forth and figuring out which combination is the best bite and the fucking most incredible mouthfeel you've ever had. And once we find it, we're satisfied and we're done. We did it. We're good. It's incredible. The whole concept of it, when you really break it down, is pretty great. Perfect bite, but also it's flavorful. It hits the spot on the brain. Yes. Because that's not every bite, and it's impossible to get consistency with every bite. The concept of girl dinner is proof that anyone who participates is neurospicy. Do you think girl dinner is a thing that happened because the vast majority of us grew up with kind of antiquated older parents of the boomer generation that were very much you will be at the dinner table at dinner, you will sit with your parents, you will have polite conversation with your parents, and you will do what we say. And all of us are just y'all, I don't even have a dining room table. I don't have a dining room. I rejected that whole part of the house because fuck you. Force me to sit and eat and be stared at and finish what's on my plate and not bitch about anything and be pretend nicey nice with everybody for however much time you deem is necessary. Fuck that. That's a trap. That's a trap. I'm going to run from that so fast. I was watching a video recently about TikTok feminism and how it's just the new iteration of feminism for profit. I believe that. It's very sad. My girl dinner is really just neurodivergent dinner in disguise. It's all food I don't have to prepare and can eat with my hands. That's so real, though. A good snack is a bell pepper cup dried off with Boursin cheese. Okay, if you're a freak like me, I do the same thing, but with just onion cups. I love onions so much. I can just eat them. Like, you guys know one of my like, this is, you want to, so I know we're all neurodivergent. We get like safe food obsessions, right? I'm not the only one that does this. Like, we go through stages where like, that's a food I know I can eat. It never makes me sick. It always hits. The texture's great. Slam that shit down. Good to go. So mine right now. It is a bowl with 2 celery sticks chopped up into bite-sized pieces, half of an onion, raw, chopped up into bite-sized pieces, a pickle chopped up, a little bit of pickle juice splashed in there, a fat spoonful of cottage cheese, and a can of tuna. Salt and pepper. Mix the fuck up. Eat with spoon. Ooh, and maybe some mustard. It looks disgusting. It sounds disgusting. My breath is fucking rank afterwards, to the point where I make a point to go into Zach's office and go, and then run away. Because it's so bad, but it has yet to make me feel icky eating it. Everything in it is crunchy and good and fresh and not creamy and gross and sticky or weird or thick or stodgy. It's all just like a fresh salad. You should try it. It's really good. Fuck with the ingredient amounts. You don't have to do a fucking half an onion and stuff like that. I just really love onion. But it's so refreshing, and that's one thing, like, it's good to find a food like that that's quote-unquote safe food. Because you'll continuously eat it. Whereas, like, I get paralyzed I have decision paralyzation. So, like, I know I should eat. I get off stream. I'm like, you haven't eaten since yesterday. It's time to go eat something. But if there's not something that I'm like, I know how to do this right now, it's really easy. Like Sarah said, it's all just pre-prepared. Like, I can eat it real quick. I eat a bell pepper and cheese. Then I just don't eat. I sit and I stare at stuff and I get really overwhelmed and I'm like, no, I'd have to prepare that and I just don't feel like doing it. Like, to me, it's pointless to prepare it just for me. If it's dinner and it's for multiple people, then that totally makes sense. But if it's just for me, there's no point. So it's got to be like, so I actually have a drawer in my fridge that's my drawer. And it's like little cheeses. It's my little, my little wax covered cheeses and stuff like that. And little snacky snacks that I can literally take everything out of that drawer and put a little pile of each thing on a plate. And I've got like a mini charcuterie board. And that's my snacky snacks if I don't do that weird celery, onion, tuna thing. It's terrible. Kool-Aid pickles. Dude, I've seen it I don't like Kool-Aid. I hate Kool-Aid and I hate things flavored Kool-Aid. Fruit punch is the worst flavor ever. So like the concept, and I see all these people doing it and everybody's like, yeah, pickles. And I'm like, yeah, but you put Kool-Aid on it. Like, I just like that pickle. Why'd you do that? I don't want all that. I didn't grow up on highly sugary kid drinks, though. So, like, I have no affinity to them at all. I had them as an adult and I was like, gross. Why'd you drink that? What's Tang? I don't know. I just don't like that shit at all. So, I don't, like, it's not tempting because, like, wouldn't that just ruin my pickle? I love the pickle all by herself. She's great. Want to know what my, like, girl dinner meal was as a kid growing up? A big slice of cheddar cheese, Tillamook cheddar cheese, just on a pickle. Just like pickle, cheese, and just like, yum. That's a great little combo snack. But like, I just don't like Kool-Aid. I don't like raw onions, but cooked onions are good. I won't eat cooked bell peppers, but raw, they're fine. Isn't that weird? I totally get it. Food changes. Tang, it's for astronauts. Apparently kids drink it all the time. Like, it was crazy when I would go over to friends' houses and their mom would be like, I'm making you guys breakfast. And I'd be like, cool. And then she'd like give me a Pop-Tart on a paper plate with a pad of butter on the plate. And I'd be like, what's that? And she'd be like, you dip the Pop-Tart in butter and eat it. And I was like, oh my fucking God. These people are living. This is... Where's my mom? She's going to come out and punish me if she watches me do this. Wild. Crazy. That shit blew my mind as a kid. All those sugary drinks are bad. Just the cheese for me, no pickle. I'm a pickle girl. I love vinegar, pickles, anything like that. Things that are pickled. Oh my fucking God. My girl dinner as a kid was just pickles right out of the jar and crackers. I still do that. The perfect girl dinner bite. Wait, did I miss it? Hold on. Where the fuck? Cottage cheese, I love. Okay, perfect girl dinner bite. Lay's potato chip, yes. Lay's potato chip, I need to know. Crinkle, flat, kettle. Lay's potato chip with a slice of sharp cheddar cheese and a dill pickled slice on top. Fuck yeah. I fucking feel that in my soul of souls right now. Yep. Dude, I dated a guy that literally couldn't come near me if I ate a pickle when I was in college. I totally get it. For some people, I think it's the fucking vinegar. Vinegar is just a massive deterrent. When I was little, like, I think it was before my little sister was born, it was Easter. And you know how you used to have to make, I don't even know if you do that anymore, but you used to have to make the Easter egg dyeing colors with vinegar. My mom left me in the kitchen with the whole bottle of vinegar, and I sipped a little and was like, oh my God, chugged it. It's making my face hot thinking about it. Like anxiety hot, because that's what vinegar does. It's so weird what it's doing to my face thinking about it. Chugged it, got violently ill. Just puked. Constant, but I still love vinegar. It's been a lifelong obsession. Yeah. As a kid, we would take the round Tostitos on a plate, sprinkle shredded cheese on top, and microwave it for cheesy nachos. Oh, dude, I've seen so many memes about that are like, you're definitely a millennial if you thrived on this. And it's like a paper plate covered in those Tostito corn chips that are just white. They're like so far removed from food. They're just like white chips. And then the shredded orange cheese on top. Nuked until it's like one thing. Like you'd pick up the chip on the edge and the whole thing goes, and you just like have it and you're like, if you were fancy, you'd put a dollop of like, what is it? Picante salsa, or what were they called? Paste salsa. The whitest salsa you can find. Paste salsa and sour cream on the side. Ooh, bitch. That was a fancy day. Let me tell you. Oh my God. It hit so hard after school. That was like the after school snack ever. I know. It was my favorite. It was the best. I was dating a girl once and she asked me to make her mac and cheese because I make a mean mac and cheese. We go to the store in the cheese aisle and ask if she has a cheese preference. She was so confused because she only had ever eaten Kraft. Oh, so she just never had mac and cheese before. That's alarming. I once knew an adult man in his 40s who I handed a cheese grater and a block of cheese, and I quote, I didn't know it came pre-shredded. I just think some people don't want to like be a part of life, and so they reject it. I don't know. It's crazy. My boys used to make the chips and cheese snack. Microwaves didn't exist when I was a kid, so we just had cheese toast. I still do that, though. A cheese toastie's the shit. Next door's front door was open. Can't see anyone. His car's not there. Oh, I wonder if he just didn't fucking pre-shredded. Have you ever heard a block of cheese be referred to as pre-shredded before in your entire life? Oh my God, I didn't know it came pre-shredded. You mean cheese? Oh. I have. Only once, though. I met a guy who didn't know how to mop. As he put it, that's what the help is for. I've never felt more viscerally disgusted before. That's pretty gross. The help? Okay, funny story on that note, though, because I was 3 or 4 years old when this happened. My aunts tell this story like it's the best thing in the world. We went out to lunch at Christmas or something like that, and I dropped my fork on the ground, and we were like at a nice restaurant downtown Seattle or something like that, and my mom bent down to get my fork, and I go, no, don't worry, the slaves will get it. But I was like 3 or 4 years old. To me, that's what my waitress was. That was my slave. I was 3 years old. Let's not put too much nuance on that. I was 3. But I was like, my slave will get it. Don't worry. Slave. What the fuck? My mom told me off, by the way. My mom was like embarrassed as fuck. I'm like, oh my God. So it kind of, but like, I don't remember this, but I love that story. That's one of my favorites. Katie, don't worry. The slave will get it. I know. It's a big Catherine moment. You gotta wonder. See, I hear pre-shredded, and I think you mean already shredded, not before shredding, because it doesn't make sense. No one says, I challenge all of you. This is your project for the week. Next, if you go grocery shopping, and you see an employee, if you're not socially anxious and you're cool with talking to people out loud, ask that employee where their pre-shredded cheese is. Will you all do that for me and report back? I need to know the look on their face and how they watch the hope die. I really want to see it happen. I met a dude who thought women peed out of their vagina. Oh, no. They don't. This is how we do not talk about Project Mayhem. Absolutely not. That would make me shit my pants in the Walmartie. Oh, shut up, Jade. Pre-shredded? No. No. You can't. No. Have you seen the vids going around of people wowing over, quote, did you know you can fry things but without the oil? You can just use water. No. I'm done now. It was a good stream. It was a good day and a good life. But I think we've done all we can. We've done all we can here. Tyra Banks is selling hot ice cream. So. Okay. I had to go tell Zach about people frying things without oil. I was like, babe, did you know there's a new trend? People have figured out how to like fry stuff without oil. They just use water. And he goes, yeah, you can fry with air too. Crazy how no one's thought of that yet. I'm alarmed for the world. Alarmed for the world. Because neither of us TikTok. So whenever you guys tell me about a new crazy TikTok trend, I have to be like, can we just... Neither of us do it. We both have other people posting on our TikToks for us because we hate it. So every time you guys tell me about something crazy, I'm like, well, gotta go inform the other TikTok freak that what the fuck is going on this platform. Because, oh my God. Drink your water, everyone. It's a wild, wild world out there. Oh my God, that's wild. But air fryer shows up before convection oven in alphabetical search results. If your customer only gave a 10-second attention span, you got to take the system. Yeah. My sister spends all her time on Instagram, and now she just talks about how old she is. She's like a year older than me. I think that's a bad sign. You should follow people your own age. I do. My Instagram's all just like moms in their 30s and 40s bitching about life. It's great. I don't feel old at all. I feel right on par. I love coming here and finding out about the shit I don't see on the internet because I avoid so much same, and there's so much weird on there. So much weird on there. But yeah, I refuse. I think the concept that women are old once they're over 25 or whatever, that we're all supposed to feel like we're old now and we're crotchety and we're supposed to be doing something. I think that's deeply rooted in pedophilia. Deeply, deeply, deeply rooted in pedophilia. Because that's wild. I have so many years left to live on this planet, and I only get to be considered young for like, what, 20 of them? Out of 100? That's wild. What the fuck is that? There's a lot more life. I don't know. I don't know. To each their own. People are weird. It's being old. Wait. It's weird being old, though. Like, when I talk to an adult, I treat them like an adult, and then they're like, who's Kate Bush? And I die a little inside when they go look it up, and then I feel good about it again. You're not old, though, bro. You're like, I refuse to accept that. That's crazy. There's too much life left to live for all of the rest of it just to be old. Dude, to repeat the adage? Is that how you say it? Adage? I don't know. The internet does not make you stupid. However, it does make everyone else's pre-existing stupidity more accessible to others. I think ChatGPT is making people dumb. You can't learn talking to a mirror. That's impossible. Like, I've actually seen people on the internet saying they use ChatGPT as their therapist now because it's an unbiased person who's very supportive. And misogyny, 100%. Ad age. It's the ad age. The age-old ad age. I get told a lot of things against my will from the TikTok-obsessed person I live with. I'm so sorry. I probably tell you a lot of things against your will here, too, though. I'm very sorry about that, too. It's a yes and machine, yeah. That's all it does. It's probably great at improv. The government and health world has deemed that after a certain age, women are considered old because childbearing age becomes harder with age. Because our only purpose is to have kids. I saw something recently that this generation, Gen Z Alpha, is the first generation to be less intelligent than their parents because of AI and ChatGPT. I'd believe that. I don't know how the fuck you measure intelligence, though, in this day and age. Like, we have a standardized testing and stuff, and I don't, you'll never convince me that's a measure of intelligence in any way, shape, or form. But like, how? How do you, I don't know how they do it. Because they've been saying that, like, until now, they've been saying every generation is exponentially smarter than their parents because we have so much access to information. You and I know how to use the internet, though, because we built it. Whereas these kids coming into it now, it's just like being given a Lamborghini stick shift and not being told how to drive a stick, and you burn the clutch out and daddy fixes it, and you burn the clutch out and daddy fixes it, and it just keeps going back and forth forever. That's what the internet feels like nowadays to kids. I don't know. I don't have kids. But compared to what you and I were handed, it's a fucking Lamborghini with a moon roof and on-demand porn. Crazy. No. It takes a lot of work to make ChatGPT useful. I had to train it to stop being helpful. Yes, and I know one person who uses it to build systems for work. And that's why it's such a nuanced conversation that's really hard to have on the internet. Because without the nuance, when I say, like, fuck AI, people will be like, you hate all AI! Don't you know it has some uses? No shit. But it can also be used to make a fake me suck your dick on the internet. I don't like that. So yeah, fuck AI. Until there's regulations on it, fuck it. But there's so much nuance. I know a lot of people that have used it very responsibly because they're not looking for a yes machine. They're looking for someone to build systems for them or something. Like it helped. They told it how to build an Excel sheet of, like, how to look, what was it, like, state land taxes or something like that. It's literally why we made the AI alert, because it's just like, when I say fuck AI and someone's like, oh my God, Katie, didn't you know it has nuance? None of you have done that. Don't worry. I'm not pointing out in particular. But when they do that, it's like saying fuck cops and someone saying, don't you know there's a few good ones? Is there? That's how it feels, because I'm like, there's fucking nuance everywhere. And if you think I live in a world that's black and white and without nuance, I don't know what to do. It's very hard, because, like, attention spans and whatnot, but I swear to God, I'm a lot deeper than black and white shit. And I understand the uses of it across the board and whatnot, but the way it's being used the most is in really nasty, nasty, nasty ways, like Grok declothes children on command on Twitter. That's fucked. And until that's made illegal, I think AI should be. Fuck that. Yuck. And if any of you are like, well, you need your head checked. What the fuck? Is it truly illegal if nothing is done about it? It's like those fucked up laws. Like there's a law, I want to say it's like Missouri or Mississippi or one of those M states in the middle where, I'm not kidding you, it's actually a law in the books right now where you can't have a bathtub in your yard. But if no one actually is going around hunting bathtubs in yards and persecuting, is it a law? Is it illegal? If no one's doing anything, have you seen one person get in trouble for anything they do with Grok on the internet? Because I haven't. They added guardrails to Grok. Only paid users can create AI porn now. I'm so sorry. Gross. I'm a Girl Scout leader. I took my troop to the local library to research something. They took their phones out to ask ChatGPT. I immediately stopped them and told them they were literally in a library. Look it up in a book. I'm so glad I didn't have kids. Wow. Damn, that's just gnarly. At my mammogram, they offered a new AI review thing. Basically, the radiologist reviews the results. The AI gives it a second pass to point out anything the radiologist could have missed, and then the radiologist checks those results to see if it's bullshit. So sure, that doesn't sound too bad. As long as there's always a check and balance with a human at the end, I'm cool with that. But it's always scary territory. Like, the thing in medicine that was a big deal when I was coming up in going to school was that we have monitors that are actively live monitoring everything all the time now. So when I do, let's say, a Q4 check, I have to come check you 4 times a shift, every 4 hours or whatever. I will come into your room and I have a whole charting thing and I have to chart every single thing, your heart rate, your blood pressure, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, respiratory sounds, whatever. It's a whole thing, right? I, as a respiratory therapist now, I don't even have to touch my patient. I could literally look over at all the monitors going on in the ICU and everything I need is right there. There's your heart rate, there's your respiratory rate. Do you want to know the amount of times I've seen a perfect respiratory rate on a screen and a dead patient? And their little heart monitor is swinging in a fan on the side of the fucking bed? That's what happens when you stop touching patients. That's what happens when you start really trusting monitors too much. I have nothing wrong with consistent monitoring. It's a safety protocol. It's good. It's extra tools to be used, not to replace people, though. Period. End of story. There should always be a person at the end of that tract. I should be there, in my opinion. This is what we were taught in school. We are there to verify those numbers on the screen. I'm going to take your actual pulse. I'm going to look at that number on the screen and go, okay, those line up. Yep, that's actually doing its job. I'm going to take your respiratory rate. I'm going to do all of those things. But I'm never just going to solely trust some fucking monitor, because that's terrifying. A computer can never be held accountable. Therefore, a computer must never make a management decision. Oh, I like that. That's facts. There you go. See, in PA, it's illegal to have an ice cream cone in your back pocket on a Sunday. See, there's weird fucking laws like that all over the place. But if no one enforces them, they're not real. Those aren't real. You can say things are illegal all the time, but every fucking day, there's some new person on Twitter going, hey, Grok, undress this person. Hey, Grok, put this person in nothing but dental floss. Grok is Twitter's AI, by the way. And it will take your picture of you and put you in nothing but dental floss. And no one does anything about it. Nothing's being done about it, and it's still being done every day. And you can imagine how fucking terrible that gets. A computer can never be a help. Yeah. AI ring cams checking your back pockets for frozen treats, your backyards for bathtubs, my dudes. Like, the fuck? Get it out of here. Reminds me of what my nurse said about her job. Pay attention to the patient, not the numbers. Yes. My mom was definitely a preceptor for me because she's an RT, but every single preceptor I ever had, that's a big thing they say is put your fucking hands on your patient. Feel the patient. Palpate the patient. The computers can only go so far, but if you're just solely going off those numbers, you can actually be the result of someone dying. Like, it's terrifying. Grok also uses more water and is powered by dirty power too. Good, it's absolute trash. In York, in England, you can legally shoot a Scotsman in York with a crossbow. It's still legal today. Exactly. That's crazy. That's insane. Did you see that there was such a massive outcry against the Grok shit? The users started asking Grok to show female users being shot or being beaten. No, I didn't see that, but I'm not shocked in any way, shape, or form. That tends to be how toddlers act out. Smash their toys. What is the thing we said this Christmas? Women to man is Christmas tree to cat. A seasonal thing to be torn down and set aflame. I miss York. I used to live there. Never got shot by a crossbow, though. Are you a Scotsman? I think it has to be from the walls of York or something, right? And the Scotsman has to be advancing in a threatening manner. I mean, I've never known a Scotsman to not advance in a threatening manner. Purple burglar alarm. Say it 10 times fast and I'll take it back. Do it. Do it. I dare you. I wouldn't. Yep, it's our whole thing. And I'm a Scotsman, right? You kind of have to if you're going to go about your life wearing more material than is used to make a duvet as a skirt. There is no other way to approach other than menacing. Otherwise, people will just find you delicate. Side note, I follow a Scotsman on Instagram and I watched him roll himself up in that skirt. That was so much fucking material for one skirt. Like, I have a circle skirt pattern. You need like, what is it? Not maybe 1.5 yards of material. We don't need to be wasting all this, Scots boys. I'm just saying, like, you could be making pillows and blankets and things. There's so many other things other than 50 yards for a skirt. It's crazy. But the skirts are hot and I love the easy access. I'm not against them, just like less fabric. Maybe like a transparent lace. Maybe like a gossamer. You could do a couple layers to kind of blur the... I just want to see your penis. Keep in mind our temps. I don't care how thick your skirt is. If you're not wearing panties, your balls are getting the breeze. Especially in the Highlands with no trees or mountains to block said wind. You're telling me that there's amount of yardage for a skirt that's your balls are suddenly going to be like, all right. Purple burglar alarm is what I'd call my balls in that weather. Crazy. Are there like thick forests? I thought you guys got fucking deforested. I mean, seriously. I was taught you were deforested by the English. Sorry, English. Stop trying to take our skirts from us. I just want them thinner and kind of see-through, okay? I don't see the problem. Give it. How come I don't get to wear it? No, if I'm bitter because of those fucking Outlander books. My bio dad, the dead drunk I talk about, his name was actually Jamie Fraser. Jim Fraze, once you're across the border. And so if I go anywhere in the whole world and I'm like, I really want to get a cool tartan that's my family name, they're like, that's funny. Because every fucking wetty woman in her 30s, 40s that read those Outlander books had to buy every single fucking tartan with my name on it ever in the whole world to touch themselves with. God damn you, skirts! Everywhere. How the fuck that author came up with that name? One of my aunts was like, you should read Outlander. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, it's a timepiece with romance and shit. I'm like, not really my kind of book, but I guess. And I got to the part where they name him and I'm like, you want me to read some smut Scott books about a dude who has my dad's name? I don't think so. Ew! No. No. Why would you do that? It's a translation. Oh, I'm well aware of what it is. I'm well aware of what all those words mean. Trust me, my hate went deep. Ew, 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 ew. Like, sure, he's dead and I barely remember him, but still his name, creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Some of that book, I think, has some factual shit in it, though. Like, loosely based in factual history. Like some of those grand battles and shit like that out there. What's the word that means brown hair? It's not Sassenach, it's, it's another word he calls her that basically just means, like, bitch with the brown hair. Imagine the nicknames they give each other. No, it's a Scots word, and I can't remember what it is. I don't know. I didn't read the books. They're okay. Random McDonald's fact of the day. They're giving away caviar kits until the end of today if you so choose. Violence? Wait. I'm not... What? I think it might have just been Brune. Why would you do that? Yeah, what the fuck is a caviar kit? I'm so sorry, my dudes. I've had caviar. You're paying so much money for a sturgeon's unborn children. I don't get it. I'll never understand it. I don't understand. I think it's a gimmick. I think it's like lobster. It's like you just make something seem like a rich person food and people crave it. Literally just go get sushi with the red eggs on it. The tobiko. It's better. What the fuck is it? I need to know. I already hate caviar as it is. Mickey D's caviar. Wait, they're selling caviar? No. No. It's to spice up Valentine's Day. All right. Let's all go into a fantasy real quick. I'm your lover. And I'm like, hey, I want to do something kind of extra spicy for Valentine's Day. Is the first thing that pops into your mind McDonald's and caviar? Or did you think, like, maybe something more exciting? Because, like, break up, run. McOyster, shut your... No. No. Caviar is fucking gross. Do you guys want to know what caviar tastes like? Imagine like tapioca, but it's salty and it explodes into weird salt mush in your mouth. Salty, weird, gooey salt mush. That's what sturgeon, like the nice Osetra caviar that's $200 an ounce or whatever. Salt mush. Old, kind of funky salt mush. You want to ruin some precious... What the fuck did the chicken nuggets do to you? Who hurt you? Stop hurting good food. McOyster Hork. McNugget caviar sold out. Divorced. If you need to eat fish eggs from a fast food joint to get hard, you should see your doctor. Okay, same. I've said the same thing about people. Like, I've gotten down, I'll get down on some oysters, but I've gone out with people that are like, it's an aphrodisiac. That's why I eat oysters. I'm like, that's why you eat oysters. You know, there's a little blue pill you can get for free from your doctor. I mean, I don't understand what's happening here. Waffle House is doing like white tablecloth dinner for Valentine's Day. Wow, they're really trying to get people to go out again, aren't they? Raise your hand if you're doing something for Valentine's Day with your significant other. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Melania. That's my weekend plans. You guys are jealous, I know. I'm not, my God. Wagyu steak is, I've never had Wagyu, but I've heard great things. Like that it literally melts in your mouth. That's the shit. You mean my hand? Yeah. I spend a lot of time with my hand. This one specifically. I don't see why this is something to be ashamed. You're fine, beautiful, and you do a great job. Don't let them make you feel bad. You know, I fucking not sloth. We've gotten to that point. Zach knows exactly how I want my steak cooked. To the point where, like, there isn't a steakhouse I really want to go to at all for anything steak. Like, I kind of want to go to Texas Roadhouse for those fucking rolls. Kind of want to go to, like, what are those Brazilian steakhouses? But for the salad bar. Because that bastard spices and does my steak better than you're going to do it. And you're going to charge me $45 for a chunk of meat. That, like, let's be honest, is kind of like the least preparation possible. It's, you kiss the flame with it. Medium rare, 100%, yeah. Yeah, I like it to be, like, pink, but not cold. Not a blue steak. Ew, 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 ew. I don't understand that. That's fucking weird. This is your other half. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean... What do you mean? Okay. To each their own. You don't have to now just go to Walmart and they have the Texas Roadhouse. Well, shut up. They're in the frozen... Wait, they have the Texas Roadhouse in the frozen... I'm going to get them. Thank you. I've only been to Texas Roadhouse a couple times and it was literally the rolls were the standout of any part of that entire meal. Anytime I go to a restaurant, I honestly have that moment where I'm like, I could have done this at home for so much less money. It's just crazy. I understand it's supporting people, waitresses and waiters, and like they need jobs and they need to be paid, and I get that. Someone else do it. I don't want to do it. I just have never been into being served, really. I just want to eat my food in peace and in the dark, like a gremlin. Going to dinner with parents and brothers, that'll be fun. Hubby and I are playing D&D with friends on Valentine's Day. That's the best plan so far. You're winning, B. Our hands deserve to be treated nice at least one day out of the year, I guess. I'm saying moisturize. That's all I'm saying. I want to go get my nails done, but it would be my first time, and I don't know how it would go. Your first, like, what do you want to get done to your nails? Your first time getting your nails done, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm obsessed. I love getting my nails done. I haven't done it in ages, but I paint my own. And it's one of my favorite pastimes in the whole. I was just saying this to the girls last night. Like, I would kill to sit and do their nails. I love to do nails. What do you want to do? What are you going to do? It's going to go awesome. It's going to be really relaxing. Medium well for me, cooked all the way, but not burnt on the outside. Excellent. You know what's crazy? I don't believe there's a wrong way to eat your steak. I think you should eat the fucking way you want to eat your food. Is that wild? Don't fuck my food because of the way you want to eat, but like, eat yours how you want to eat. That's not my business. As long as you're not getting parasites and shit, then I might say something. I've got the recipe. Do that. Ooh, I want that, Tech. Yes. I wonder if I could use my sourdough starter. You really could, Tech, honestly. Kind of nice idea, to be real. My hands are making me a romantic dinner. I love that. You should treat them to a little squishy squish later. You love blue steak? All mild. You're a badass. You're a carnivorous bitch. That's wild steak. I went to a steak dinner, birthday dinner with a girl one time and a bunch of her friends and her significant other, and she ordered steak blue like that, and she was just trying to look badass in front of her friends. I watched her suffer through it. Like, it was horrific to watch. I couldn't do it. You could hear the raw meat crunch in her mouth. You know the one. It's not soft. It just like it was fucking gnarly. That was one of the most insane. It was like watching a lioness, but crying while they were doing it. She definitely didn't want to be there. She hated what she ordered. She hated it. She was kind of a bad person, though, and used a friend of mine, so whatever. It's neither here nor there. It was gnarly to watch, man. We do that in my family, and sometimes we shave it real thin and dip it in soy sauce and wasabi. Fuck yeah. I love that you do that. I think food is there to be enjoyed, and you should eat it the way you want to eat it, period. Just because it grosses me out doesn't mean it's bad. You get high enough quality steak, that's totally fine. You know, in Japan, they do chicken sashimi. Those are lines I won't go to. I won't do that. Like, oh, yeah. Like, oh, those ones, yes. The grunch. Yep. I totally get that. Like, and this is because I'm definitely a little bit of a hypochondriac working in a hospital. I've seen more than this many people die due to miscooked chicken, undercooked chicken, chicken left out too long on the counter, chicken left out overnight on the counter, those rotisserie chickens at the grocery store. Over this many people dying because chicken is so fucking unsanitary the way it is produced that it has to be cooked to a certain fucking temperature in the US. Period. We don't have safe chicken. You can't do medium rare chicken here. That's some scary shit. It's gnarly conditions. Oh my good lord. Ooh, yay! I want to know what color it looks like on your skin. Because I'm still thinking about what makeup. I'm almost kind of leaning towards just like, how do you feel about doing like a classic just eyeliner? Because I was trying to think of something that's not going to sweat off of you or crease, or whatever. Because if it's May, it's going to be hot and you're going to be dancing and shit. I'm still thinking about it. But I want to see the color on your skin tone so I can get your makeup, so I can think. I'm excited for you. I tried to order some jeans recently just because I wanted a pair of jeans to wear. And, of course, I'm far too tall and they were like 3 inches off the ground and hovered and it was terrible. I'm just done with clothes. I hate being tall. I miss the food of Japan every day. That's how I feel about Thailand. Is that weird? I totally get it. I went to Thailand, what was it, the year before COVID? The year before the shutdown. It's been so fucking long. And I think about the food in Thailand more often than I probably should. Like just many different things. Chesh, you can always vent. You can have more than a few seconds if you'd like. I got a D&V from a chicken Sammy left in a car accidentally for too long. Yeah. Chicken's scary. If it was in Japan or, you know what's crazy, Kona? Like almost any other country, I'd probably try it. Our standards in America for how meat is produced are fuck gnarly. Fuck nasty gnarly. Cook that shit. Like, oh shit. If your food supply chain is actually clean, raw is fine, but that shit is absolutely not safe in the US. Exactly. Literally, yep. We literally plan for contamination. Yeah. Agreed. Yep. Any other, like when I was in the Czech Republic, I tried steak tartare. I would never fucking try that in this country. I don't know where you got that. And mincing up meat is how you add oxygen to the bacteria that's already in the meat, and that's how you get bacterial growth. So, like, if I'm not watching you fucking make that mince on the spot, I don't trust that. Disgusting. I like medium raw burgers too, but not many places will do it. They have to be very sure of their steak, and good for them. I'm glad they're extra. The places that will do medium rare, I bet Saronlin, I bet they make their own mince. Because that, I think, is the only safe way to do that. Because everything we learned in food safety and in health, in fucking college, was when you pump air into the mince, that's how you're feeding the bacteria in there. So if you make mince and then you just let it sit, it's just festering and growing. So that shit has to be cooked at a high temperature. You got to kill everything in there. Any kind of mince, really. I think pork mince is a little bit more dangerous than beef mince. Mince, ground beef, if you don't know what mince, ground, any kind of ground beef. So what a lot of places do is they buy the chuck roast and then they grind it in a meat grinder and make their own mince. And then they know when it was minced. They know exactly how long it has been sitting minced with air pumped into it. And they know when to cook it. So therefore they feel safe cooking it at lower temperatures, I bet. Just a guess. Custom Levi's because your height. Yep. I think I have to too, and it sucks. I hate it. For those just wondering, I'm 6 feet tall and I have a 35-inch inseam. I know. I'm a fucking spider monkey. It's asinine. I can step onto my desk from the floor, no problem. It's crazy. I'm like a Tim Burton character if you put meat on it. The no pants. That's why I wear leggings all the time, because they're stretchy, so they go all the way down to the floor, and nothing else does. My client's dad had a couple of strokes about 3 weeks ago. Oh, they didn't catch it at the ER and said he was dehydrated. He went from a medical appointment a few days later, and they caught it. They finally caught it. They admitted him, finally released him to the facility for rehab.
I'm going to go boil some chicken or fry some chicken in water.
I don't know what to do. It's going to be a thing now. Water fried chicken. Make sure it's medium rare fried. Oh, God. No, please, God, no. Okay. Jesus, fuck. They admitted him and finally released him to a facility for rehab. He had another stroke sometime in the last week, and they didn't catch it. The nurse said he thought that, oh my God, the nurse said he thought he didn't speak English. He's Filipino. Now he's in a coma, and they're doing a surgery to improve blood. I'm so sorry. That sucks. That's horrible. I mean, I wouldn't put fault on anyone, even the nurse and stuff. Like, all of that is terrible. Why are they having so many rapid fire strokes? Like, even catching that one, so many have happened at this point that it's, there's something way deeper underlying going on there. There's something going on. Where are all the blood clots coming from? Why are they suddenly all releasing right now? Is it one that just is reoccurring? Like, holy fuck. You don't just randomly, like, keep having strokes. That's literally a blood clot or a piece of refuse from an artery letting loose and then plugging a vessel to the brain somewhere, so they're having brain death, tissue death. That is some fucking crazy shit to go through. We water fry our chicken for personal reasons. If you water fry breaded chicken, is it just chicken and dumplings now? Honestly, Anubis, good for them. Oh, wait. Lost for you guys? Like, who? I don't know. Down with capitalism. If anybody starts a commune once it all falls, I have a lot of medical training. I'll be your medical someone if you need it. Let it all burn to the ground. I'll hide in a fucking tree. I don't give a fuck anymore. No one gives a fuck about me. Ba, 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 ba. Cheers. I don't care about banks and their money. I don't. Work on a skill for the downfall of society, guys. Learn how to sew or something. It's inevitable. You're going to need to know how to grow your own food or something. Raise a chicken. I don't know. I feel pretty secure in, I think I've got a good amount. I can garden. I can preserve food. I've got a shit ton of preserved food already. I know how to can. I also have a medical degree. I can save your life with a pen.
Bog Witch, let's fucking go.
I just want to be warm. That's my only request. Can I have all the blankies? I'll be like a Zelda, like a character from the Zelda games or something that's just like eyes peeking out of like a mountain of blankets. And it's just me like, cough. I'll join the bog. All right, I'm already in. Katie knows if shit goes belly up, she can make her way here and we'll start our commune. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's key not to shack up with the stupid people. If someone just looks at you and goes, I'm ready for the apocalypse, I got myself 39 guns, run from that person. They're not canning in their spare time. I would almost put money on it. Dream, I'm telling you, the University of YouTube is how I taught myself everything. I taught myself how to sew dresses and quilt and make a corset and leather working. The University of YouTube is the shit for crafting shit. If you really want to learn something, like, just do it. I have a project I want to work on that after we do Girly Pop this next Tuesday, the next Girly Pop day. I had Zach go through all of, both of us do so many fucking t-shirts from just like years and years and years of doing what we do. You get so much free shit. And I was like, you got to purge some. Like, you have hundreds of t-shirts. It's crazy. In our closet's just all t-shirts and it's wild. And I told him, I was like, if you find any that are just like hella nostalgic, like old designs from his channel or whatever, give them to me. And do I have it here? It's like a square stencil to cut them out. I want to make a quilt, like a mini blanket out of all of his t-shirts, the fronts of them. But a square ass just quilt is one of the number one best ways to start sewing. Because you're not worrying about darts or angles of soft body tissue or anything like that. You're just making square. Sew it, chalk on a straight line, sew a long straight line. End of recipe. That's all you got to do. It's like, literally, that's how I started, was just quilting and watching people quilt on YouTube and stuff like that. Right? I was going to make pillows, but he had so many of the t-shirts. I was like, I should make a blanket. This is plenty. But it's a nice way to keep them around, but also, like, now I don't have to fucking rotate all these goddamn t-shirts. It's so many. It's like the hoodies. I have a like a bunch of a coat rack behind my door in my bedroom that is 4 hooks per, and there's 6 of them, and there's so many hoodies, you can't open the door into my bedroom all the way. It like stops at a third open because the hoodies are just like this mound. I desperately need to go through them and purge them. I'm a cold bitch. I like my hoodies. Cheers. In the apocalypse, how painful will adrenal failure be? What do you mean in the apocalypse? Do you mean just like sans meds? It's swimsuit Oh, I want a dragon. My goal is to live somewhere where I can just be in swimsuits all day. That's a goal of mine. Right, Anna Geek? Exactly. How many can you use at once safely? The answer is 1. Yeah. But for some reason, in America especially, I don't know anyone personally, but they sure do love to talk about it on these social medias and stuff. The people that are most scared, because I think, and this is a personal opinion, I think they have the least survival skills, they tend to hoard weapons. Have you guys noticed that trend? Like, these people literally have nothing. They have no skill. They're the type of people that are like, did the cheese come pre-shredded this time? Oh, dang it, you know? They start to hoard weapons. And the rest of us are just like, no, I have 3 sets of canning things that all like everything's non-electrical. All it needs is a campfire. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm not a disaster prepper, but I do have a lot of disaster skills and I'm ready to go. Just in case. You never know. I don't know. I'm a woman that didn't have children. At one point, I might have to go on the run in this. I don't know. This place is so fucked. Who knows? I just sewed a witch hat for my first project. Oh my God. Did you share it in the Discord? We have an arting Discord channel if you would like to share your arts. I love to look at people's art stuff. It's my favorite. I have my grandma's old sewing machine. I'm pretty sure it still works. Dude, it probably still does. Sewing machines can go forever if taken care of. Woodworking, plumbing, electronics, basic sewing, gardening. I might be useful. I think those are very useful skills. Literally, like, useful is different to everybody, right? Like, to another medical professional, I'm not useful. But to everyone here that doesn't have medical skills, they're like, oh, fuck, like, Katie knows about infection. I can smell infection. I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like. I'll be able to spot shit like that, like I'm useful. You know what's useful to me? Anybody with upper body strength? I'm so sorry, Tech. You're very useful. Anyone that's like, yeah, I had to chop wood this winter, I'm like, I choose you, Pikachu. Because I am literally hollow bones on the top. I can squat and deadlift like a fucking bitch. But if it comes to my upper body, I can barely bench press just the bar. The bar. Like the naked press bar. Like, I'm like, nothing at all. Very useful to me. Very. Because I would die. If I had to chop enough wood to supply myself for winter, I'd probably die. Chopping the wood. Look what I did just cutting with scissors. I don't know. Very useful. Plant Mommy, if you would like to, exclamation Discord in the chat. It's huge. Literally, like, we have so many different hobby Discords in there. Just mute everything and use it when you like. I highly suggest everybody mute every Discord ever. You don't deserve to have more fucking notifications on your phone. That's crazy. I literally only ever do a mass notification super rarely. And it's if I'm like 15 minutes or more late to stream, I'll do an @ here in the lobby because I don't want to, like, literally my mods will message me and think I'm dead. I think there's a good 15-minute window where everyone's like, Katie is probably just cleaning a shitty dog butt or something right now. But after that, I'm like, all right, I gotta let people know I'm late. That's it. But we do have an arting Discord and it's the shit. You always hear about people stockpiling guns. You never hear about peeps stockpiling medical manuals, construction and fabrication techniques, gardening, farming, animal care, and husbandry manuals on how to play musical instruments. I hear about it all the time, Anubis, but I think you do too. And I think it's, how do I say? We're all a little on that spectrum. Therefore, like, I know for a fact I have all of those manuals. I like reading manuals. You probably do too, though, right? I'm looking at all of you. Raise your hand if you're addicted to learning weird shit that you probably don't need right now. It's me. That's me. Same. Hard same. So, like, to me, it's very normal. Like, I feel like it's abnormal to go into someone's house and they don't have bookshelves just covered in manuals and shit like that, and they don't have a million hobbies just littering the walls. If I don't see at least one hobby within a couple minutes of being in someone's house, I start to get very nervous. Like, what do you do? Where are the bodies? What do you do with them? Where are they? Where are they? Where'd they go? Like, that's the only explanation for this. Like, what do you do? What do you do all day? You have so much time going on. You have to have a hobby visual somewhere. For some of us, the hobbies are fucking manuals, though. And, you know, just the amount of books I have that are like how-tos. I have a book that's literally just how to make the best dirt possible. That's it. It's just how to make sexy soil. It's a big old thick one, too, and it's just like, here's how we make dirt. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn how to make dirt. My hobbies are in the way of my other hobbies. So hard, same. They're everywhere. Like, it's very clear I'm into stuff. I watch for you to come online in Discord. If I don't see that green dot on your avatar within 20 minutes, I get angsty. I completely understand. I think that's justified. I should really start the wood stove and heat up my room. Is it cold? Don't freeze yourself, you silly bee. Being the medical friend means you are the go-to before a trip to urgent care or ER. Yeah. It's never the question you think it is, though. It's never like, hey, what do you think? It's always like, hey, would you be fired if you didn't take me to the hospital for this? And I'm like, you mean the missing finger? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would. Can we go now? Thank you. Let's go do that. Yeah, it's usually that. Because, you know, America and healthcare and all that is pretty fucked and very expensive. You know, my dream, Viata, still, and I know this is like, it's a crazy unrealistic, I still want Belle's bookshelves. I think I have to do that before I die. I want at least one wall that I just convert into bookshelves. Just uniform fucking... And I want a little ladder, and I want to climb on it, and I want to push myself, and I want it to go, wee. I think I won't be happy until I have that. Yep. I want it. I do. I have all the books, all the comic books and the graphic novels, etc. I have it all. Ladders are scary. They are. I might die, but I would die surrounded by books. Be a good death. Yeah, I want that. But it is scary. We have so many manuals and field guides. Same. Spell books for the mundane. I have every state I've lived in, I go and I get I literally get the, do you call it a manual? I feel like I'm forgetting the word for it, but I get the field guides of like identifying edible plants in this region, identifying birds in this region, identifying salamanders in this region. Identifying the skylines from certain points in this region. I do it everywhere. So when I go through my bookshelves, people are like, well, you don't live in Maryland anymore. Do you need this? And I'm like, oh my God, what if I'm in Maryland one day? Are you fucking kidding? Don't touch my manuals. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah. Stop that. Windows does this thing where it tries to organize your windows for you now, and I do not enjoy it. Birds, plants, mushrooms, dirt, weather patterns. Maryland really unique. I don't know why. I think it's because it's East Coast and it's just coastal stuff. Tell me if it's real for other coasties up and down. But in Maryland and DC, everyone knows everything about clouds because the clouds tell you what the weather's going to do. And that was wild. That was like one of the weirdest things I learned living on the East Coast was people would be like, that's a horsetail. That means weather's going to change, do a 180 tonight. It always did. Like it always did. It would go from, 90 degrees and beautiful outside to suddenly just pouring fucking rain for 3 hours. Horsetails. I don't know. There was weird shit like that, but every state has something like that. Like, do you want to know the weird thing about Colorado? If it's going to rain or if it's going to snow, the range puts off a smell like rotten fucking seafood. Everyone talks about it on all the social medias that pop up on my thing. Everyone in Colorado is like, oh, we're getting rain. It smells like a fucking dirty whore's poos up in the range right now. How romantic. How romantic. Identifying the movie monster. Wait, the movie monster? I'm assuming, I would assume because the health service know am dependent, there would be a plan. In the apocalypse, like the actual apocalypse, like the downfall of society and the utter collapse of the power grid and the internet, I think you should make a friend. We have plans for like a fire, a temporary disaster, mobs, utter government takeover, terrorist takeover. We have a lot of plans like that, but we don't have long-term plans for the power grid going down and the entire collapse of society. That's pretty much a fucking you're on your own, unfortunately. Not to be scary. I don't think we're at that point, but like, hopefully it would be quick. Supply line disruptions. Yeah, we definitely have, we literally, like, I've talked about it. Hopkins has underground railroads, actual real, all over the entire city. So we can get anywhere under the ground. Underground. We didn't have to walk the streets like during the riots and shit like that. Like there's definitely contingency plans to a certain point. But like for real, and this is just being a very real, not medical professional. If you told a nurse, like, you have to stay at work and take care of all these patients who are like the utter collapse of society and the power grid and whatnot, and that nurse has children at home, I could easily guess where she's going. There's no job anymore. There's no way to get fired, and she's got kids at home she's got to worry about. Like, during the utter collapse of society, again, the fall of humanity as we know it, we're talking about like fucking like this is the end. Satan's walking by with his giant cock abound. Really unrealistic circumstances, but no. What about zombie apocalypse? What about it? We have a contingency plan in hospitals for basically a pandemic or what we call like a mass infection, and it's just a lockdown. You get locked in your room, I get locked in a room. That's it. The hospital is locked the fuck down. No one leaves, no one gets in or out. That's basically what happens there. And then what happens is once we're able to centralize and figure out what's the cause, where is it coming from? Like where was patient 0, you know what I mean? Then what we do is we have negative airflow rooms that are usually the 4 corners of a unit if it's a square or something like that. And those rooms are airtight if you close the door. And so, for instance, if you get like a very terrible tuberculosis case in today's age, which unfortunately we still get because people are fucking idiots, we put you in that room and we close the door and it's airtight, meaning that air is circulated in on itself. It's not going anywhere else in the hospital. You've got your own filtration system. And then what we have is actually like 2 rooms we go through before we get into your room. The first room is where I strip down and I sanitize. And then the next room is where I put on the whole bunny suit and the papper helmet that sucks onto my neck and creates its own environment for me to keep me safe from you and to also keep other patients safe from you. And then I go into your room and I do whatever I need to do. And then I have to do that backwards through those 2 rooms again, take the papper outfit, sterilize, go back into my scrubs, and then get out. It's fucking exhausting. It's the worst. It's the worst. We have ways of managing mass infection, though. Or, you know, whatever. You're making this workday go so much faster. Thank you for that. You're fucking welcome. Let's go. Let's make it disappear. His pitchfork dick. What? When a culture completely fails, the individuals are at the mercy of the worst people around them. Surrounding yourself with good people is the only real mitigation. Very much so. Yep. Yeah. And like, it's never too late to learn a skill. If you can type, you can probably wield a needle and learn how to sew 2 pieces of material together. So if like, it's just a pet peeve when I hear people my age go, I have no skills and I never will. And I'm like, it just sounds like to me you don't want any. I'm not great at everything, but you can kind of teach yourself a lot of fucking skills that are like, I can do the plumbing under my sink now. I can replace the whole garbage disposal and stuff. That's kind of cool. I just looked at a YouTube video. I don't wanna, or I can't. I don't know where that comes from, but there's a lot of I can't. And then when you say, who says, people they have nothing. I don't know. I think some people just want to do stuff and some people don't. And that's fine. That's fine. What can I do for you? Did you miss me? Okay. Having no skills is a weird hill to die on, though. How is that a point of pride? I don't know, that happened when it became cool to be dumb. When it became like the in thing to do something idiotic and use the excuse of, well, I didn't know no better, nobody told me. Oh, so you're just a fucking idiot. When did it become cool to be stupid? I don't know. Same. What I usually say is, it's a weird hill to die on, at least you'll be dead. It is a baby boy. Are you my best boy in the whole world? Yes. Yes. That means yes. He's just the best boy. My wife said that, and I don't understand that when she's an amazing painter, and I've told her that I have trouble with that, Remus. I'm right on point. It's weird. I have trouble with my art. I don't know. I think it's because she's an artist. It's really hard to find value in that. Because the world doesn't really put value on art. They put value on looks and how things look, which at the end of the day is an art in itself. But like, I struggle with that too. Like when people like, you know, I get down in my depths. I'm like, what can I do? Like, what are my skills? I can fucking draw, like, whoop-de-doo. And people would be like, but I love your paintings. I'm like, did it save your life, Janice? So I went to school and learned how to save people's lives. That's neither here nor there, but I understand where that comes from. Like, at least if you do pottery, you can make a cup that's, like, a useful thing. But as a painter, I just, like, put shit on paper and want you to put it on your wall and pay me for it. Does it serve a purpose beyond that? Probably not, though. It's rough. He's so sneaky the way he slides up for lovings. You're a sneaky boy, huh? Eat such a good boy. Oh my fucking God, I hate the anti-intellectualism more than most things. Like, only a few things might rank higher. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I remember being so anxious as a kid being asked a question I didn't know the answer to because I didn't want to be an idiot. So if you asked me a question I didn't know an answer to, I would just shut up and be really scared and be like, I don't know. I don't know. And if I don't know, that means I'm an idiot. Nowadays, people are like, if I don't know, I just make it up on the spot. And if anybody contests me, they're wrong. They're liars and they don't know. And everybody's like, yeah, you're right. What the fuck happened? You fucking idiots. What the fuck? Pete's gift us a trick or dog. He's my baby boy. Are you the best boy? You might be. Best boy in the whole world? Yeah. You're definitely the most snuggly boy in the whole fucking world. Thank you, Pete Skis. You have a sub now. Do you want to use your emotes? Okay. He's embarrassed now. I don't know what is with his head butting lately, but he loves to shove his head into me. That's his thing these days, this. The idea of someone throwing knives just seems unlikely. Why is it funnier? I picture like someone being like, I think I'm going to throw knives. Knives being like, unlikely. He is. No, he's taller than me. He's at least my height. His hair's taller than me. I'm pretty sure he's taller than me, though. I think he's probably like 6'1", 6'2". Knives ain't a short man. He's a big man with muscles. Throwing him would be awkward and funny, though. Like, if he could make himself stiff as a board and, like, be, like, javelin, maybe. Right, and anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like, not the way I grew up wasn't good either. I shouldn't have felt shame for not knowing. I should have felt safe to be like, I don't know. Can you teach me? But you know, when we were kids, teachers would be like, you're a fucking idiot. You didn't know. Next. Or they'd literally call on you. You didn't know. And they'd be like, all right, Tammy, do you want to teach Katie what the real answer is? And Tammy'd sit up and be like, 4 + 4 is 9. Good job, Tammy. You're so smart. Katie, you're a fucking idiot. And I'd be like, I can't not know any. So I went to medical school. You know, it's not good. Neither's good. It's just one is different. Fucking Tammy. I think that's where the aerodynamic comes into it. Yeah, very much so. He'd have to be like a Pete Skis. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Knives Are Sharp. Knives is sharp? Wait, Knives Are Sharp. Knives is sharp, Katie? We don't have to talk about it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Knives is sharp. Go forth and be consent. Poor Knives is going to come back and be like, what the fuck happened? Why is my name lit up in chat, sir? We have to keep our boobies inside for the sake of the channel, okay? Okay. You're doing great, bud. Yeah, just in case anyone's worried, Tammy's not a real person. She's an amalgamation in our head. She is Ron Swanson's wife. Any reference to a nebulous individual named Tammy is purely a work of group hallucination. Tammy does not exist and cannot hurt you, but has been known to smoke all your weed and cause Discord audio issues. If you see Tammy, do not engage. Find an old priest and a young priest before attempting to engage with Tammy. In the event of water landing, Tammy will likely smoke your weed. Tammy's just the amalgamation of bad luck. She's staring at us. She knows what's happening. She's jealous. It's fine. Have fun shopping. Be safe. Don't forget to wash your hands. My hatred for Katie, sorry, Katie, not you, just that bitch from 7th grade, stemmed from the know-it-all in class who would actually every time to correct students who were incorrect. What's the word? We don't own her. We'll trade her for a Jessica. My real name is Tammy. I'm so sorry. We're not attacking you. And it is Tammy, so it's spelt different. Honestly, we haven't had to deal with bad Tammy in a really long time. I don't remember what happened or why it's been changed, but we really haven't had to deal. Literally, bad Tammy's was a constant issue in movie night for quite some time. It was terrible. I need to burp. Nope. I'm sure there are good Tammys in the world, but I've only known bitch-ass Tammys. Oh, look, we have May Phoenix. We have a good Tammy. We're good. We know one. I've been fighting my whole life about being a Tammy and not a Tammy. Me with Katie versus Katie. Did I say my name was fucking Katie? Did I say Katie? Did I fucking say it? No, it's Katie. Where the fuck with this Katy bullshit? What? No. No one here said Katie. I mean, Caddy. Fuck. I don't know why. I think it was because of Mean Girls that name got really popular, but that's the one people always assume is Katy. And I straight up go, I didn't say Caddy. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Katie. I'm like, mm-hmm. What the fuck? My father named me for his whore in Southeast Asia during his time in Vietnam. Oh my God, I was named after my father's whore as well. Gross. What does that mean for us? Is your dad dead? This whore was murdered. You're the most snuggly boy in the whole world. Are you the best baby? Bob, what are you gonna do with this? What's this? What is this? What is that? What are you gonna, where do you do with that? Where do you put it? He's dead to me? Good. Fuck that guy. That's me with my last name. I literally spell out the Mac when I need to introduce myself formally. Yep. And people still get it wrong. It's like, I've literally, the amount of people that have looked at me and been like, oh, did you forget this letter off your last name? I'm like, what do you mean? Did you just ask me if I don't know how to spell my own fucking last name? Think about what you're asking out loud. Could be worse, so you could be Katie. I was that Katie once. For a sweet, brief moment in time in that Lululemon at the Alderwood Mall in Linwood, Washington. I was Katie. Katie was my father's mother's name, and she was so much like you. She spoke her mind and was a badass. Fuck yeah. Honestly, outside of Pietzke's, the Katie Pietzke knew, I haven't really known a Katie that wasn't kind of a, I mean, I'm not just touting myself, but I've known a lot of, like, every Katie I've ever known is kind of a badass. They're kind of just nice, dope people. Speaking of, Katie Peters Plays is one here on Twitch. You should follow, literally just twitch.tv/Katie. Katie Rue used to be her username. We've RP'd together. She's amazing. Who else? I know a few Katies here, but I don't know. I think because we've just given like it's like Jennifer's, Jessica's, Donna's, etc. We're just given one of the most generic fucking names possible. So we just kind of like go about our own business. We just do our own life. We don't bother anybody. No one expects anything special from me. I'm just a Katie. I'm just like, no, it's just Katie. Okay, yeah, that's Katie. So I can just like do my own thing. So they tend to just like be really pleasant people, I think, because they just like do their own fucking thing. I don't know. Whereas when you name someone Apple, like they feel the need to go forth and do things with their life and be annoying and in your face. And you're like, oh, fuck, get out. I go by Tam, which is what my mother always called me. I like that. ClassyKatie. I had that as a username, Sisyphus. Don't. I definitely, usernames, Katie, but it was like Cater, Skater, Gothic Queen 666, Crazy Katie, Schizo something. Oh, God. I was so edgy. Tell me your edgy username. My parents gave me my first name with 2 pronunciations instead on the archaic one and just yeeted me out into the world. Complete fuckery. Your parents yeeted you out with a name with 2 pronunciations, insisted on the archaic pronunciation, and then just fucking cunts. Yeah. The Kayla. Yeah, I've gotten Katie before with that E-I-G-H. Literally, Viada's not kidding. That's actually how someone tried to spell my name once. It was wild. Where'd you get that? They always go for the more difficult name, like spelling, like that's going to compliment me. And I'm like, you could just ask. You don't have to guess. It's fine. My parents, that's fucked. There was a brief time in middle school I wanted to go by AJ, my first and middle initials, because I was like, I need to establish I'm not feminine name now, or else I won't get published as an adult. You're a smart kid, to be honest. What can I do for you? Do you want to come say hi? Oh, Miss Ma'am. Hello. The weird runs deep in Tech's family, deep and wide, thank you. Kind of like your mom's butt. I don't have Tourette's, just a lot of invasive thoughts. You have 2 middle names? Were you named after somebody? You know you don't have to have a middle name. I didn't know that. You just don't have to have one. Bilbo came to say hello, finally. How's your morning? Oh, you just want to lick my hand? Oh, Bilbo Baggins. Eliza, thank you so much for coming to the class. Keep the class alive and giving it a swing. That's fucking tier 2.
115 months. Step up, bitches. Holy shit.
Are you in my sweater now? Okay. You can stay there. Thank you for subbing to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it a swings. I fucking appreciate you. The weird in me acknowledges the weird in you. Weird maste. Weird maste. How do we... You're on my cord again. Did you burp a little? I don't have one. The females in my family aren't important enough to require one. A middle name? Oh my God, yes, it would be peace be weird you, but we wouldn't touch each other because we're all so neurospicy, we don't want to do that. So it'd be like an awkward, like, peace be with you. Yeah, like that, Bill. Like, peace be weird you. We did it. Peace be weird you. She's doing it. Okay, well. Literally no middle name because you're not important enough. That's so fucking crazy. It's so weird to me. I thought you literally had to have one. And the fact that they're just like, not the girls. I used to have Sisyphus, Sisyphus so much that my dad's tattoo for me is Sis. The fact that your dad has tattoos. That's so cool. That's so cool. I have known a few people that needed the filler letter on the Washington ID for the no last name or no middle name. That's so weird. Mrs. Ma'am. What can I do? Can I help you today? Is it probably break time? We haven't really taken a real break today. Lilith with 1, like the biblical figure. Because she's named after my character from Table Story. Lilith, otherwise known as Emma Karn. Oh, big stretch. Mrs. Ma'am. My middle name is passed down. Thank you for streaking. That's a long fucking streak. My dad's tattoo for Sarah is a frog. That's so cool. One time, my mom had to call me because she didn't know what my middle name was. Our parents are so different. Crazy. Since you can have a unicorn, can you have a polycorn? Isn't that just many horns? Wouldn't you want to say the horn like a bihorn or a trihorn or a sex horn? Do a sex horn. 6 horns. I'm trying to make horns off your face. Okay. You're making it difficult. I outlived them all somehow. Fuck them. Fuck them all. The system was not complicated because you only need to memorize 5 characters if you can spell your name. Oh, that's not bad, yeah. A polycule of a unipoly sex corns. That's, yeah, that's a lot. That hexacorn, thank you, not a sextacorn, a hexacorn. Yeah, that one. Do that. To be a hexacorn, pervert, I don't know. There's a really cool game I played back in the day. Oh god, Overlord? But there's a couple games called Overlord. This was one that was kind of cartoony, where you were like an overlord being summoned back from hell to like purge the land of these goody-goody little elves and shit, you and your demons. And at one point, you actually have to fight giant bloodthirsty unicorns that like charge you and try to impale you on their horn. It was wild, but so much more realistic. Like, why would anything be given a horn if not to impale? That's what narwhals do, right? It's just like a fucking ocean shish kebab out there. What up, Slurmy? How are you, love? I think. Do we need to go outside? Or are you gonna bite your sister a little bit? What's up? What do we need? Yeah, chew on her face. Sniff her butt. Do you wanna go outside? Okay. 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 They're so weird. All right. Yeah. Break time. Stand up, stretch your legs, do what you need to do. We shall return in a few minutos. It is time for the outing. I just put him outside and forgot about him. Oh, yes. Take your joy. Do not leave it in your pocket, everybody. Take thine medicine, please. You deserve to feel all right. So I think we're gonna beat the game today. I don't know. Literally the last like 2 streams, I feel like I just swam in circles as SKA forever, trying to go and find everything that I haven't done yet. But I don't think there's anything left. Like, nothing I can do anyways. Like, there's clearly stuff in the game where you like can go underwater and shit with SKA. But like, I can't find it. I've gone around the map so many fucking times, I just don't want to do it anymore. And it's pushing me to want to finish thine fucking game. Because we have other things to do. It's a great game. Other than the swimming in circles as SKA. That's not my favorite thing in the entire world. It hasn't been. It's okay. I guess, if you're into swimming or something. Where the fuck is my Steam? Don't be a cock bitch. Give me my fucking Steam. Give me my fucking Steam. Okay. I have no idea how much time is left. And I don't want to know. I purposely didn't look it up because it's awesome. They both do it. Watch this. Have to make it even now. Are we better? Good music. They are very good dogs. All right. Give me like 5 minutes, guys, and I'm all yours. This game's really fucking good. I have again no idea how much is left, but I'm like excited there's more because it's really good. The fact that we got new abilities and stuff, and like clearly something terrible is gonna happen. That's just inevitable. Like the choices that are being made, they're not good. We got so much fucking lore today. Holy fucking crap. So many things going through my head about it, like the chroma. And how when they were outside of the painting, they were like, we can't control her chroma while she has it, but we can make sure she can't reabsorb it. And I think the way that to make it so she couldn't reabsorb her chroma was to like kill all the expeditioners and turn them into those weird rock things, like statues of themselves, because that made it so their chroma couldn't be absorbed back into the mom. I have a lot of questions, and I appreciate that you have answered exactly 0 of them because there's a lot of story left, and I have a lot of theories to the game. We shall continue tomorrow, but on that note, it is 10 minutes till movie night, where we're watching True Blood right now if you would like to join us. It's been a good time. I fucking love True Blood. It's so good. That's all I have. I don't think... Fated Friday after that. Tomorrow, we'll play more Clair Obscur, and then Fated motherfucking Friday, which I'm very excited for, to be honest. I love Fated Friday. It's my favorite day of the fucking week. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Go. Okay, we're rating. It's fine. My browser's being slow. I'm worried my computer's gonna crash. Take care of yourselves. Take your joy. Drink water, clean your bongs, and I'll see you bright and early. Or I'll see you in like 9 minutes, 8 minutes. I don't know. Movie night in a few minutes. In the meantime, I'm just gonna raid over into Zach's channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you bright and early. Bye!